The York Revolution is on Sports Radio 98.9 FM and 1350 WOYK.
Onto the track, it is gone! It's gone!
Revs Baseball is brought to you by
People's Bank, Wellspan Sports Medicine, Shipley Energy, Maple Donuts, Broadway Transmission, Flying Feet, Dasher Investment Services, York Mitsubishi, Kochman Kunkel Insurance Group, Heritage Lawn and Landscape Care, Rudders, Pennsylvania Lottery, PSECU, Kona Ice, York County Bar Association, and by Downtown Inc.
Swing and a deep drive to right field. Watch this one go. He fires. Game over. Base hit. It's a fair ball. Swing and a miss. He struck him out. He slides. He's in. Revs win it.
Now, with the call of today's game, here's the voice of the York Revolution, Darryl Henry.
Good evening, everyone, from People's Bank Park here in downtown York. Welcome to game number 139 of York Revolution Baseball. Tonight, the next to last game of the regular season. Revs trying to pile on a couple of last wins here. Last night, winning the Community Cup, which was certainly a highlight here in 2019. Tonight, they go for a series win this weekend after having already won the season series against the rival Lancaster Barnstormers. Hi again, everybody. Darryl Henry with you. We'll be joined by Brett Petrak later on. We'll also be joined by Revs legend Corey Thurman on tonight's broadcast. He is in the house tonight for the presentation of the Corey Thurman Community Player of the Year Award. The Revs will be naming their player and pitcher of the year on the pregame ceremonies down on the field tonight as well. And what a season it's been. Last night, another chapter, winning the Community Cup for the 6th time ever, and first since 2017, a 2-1 win, and it was an exciting one here on Ladies' Night at People's Bank Park. Let's listen to some highlights from last night, shall we? First pitch, he swings and he slams one to straightaway center. Torrance back on this, and it's off the baggie. And it bounces right to him, but Mesa's into second, standing with a double. That ball blasted off the middle of the batter's eye on the fence in dead center field, 405 feet away. Anywhere else, he'd have home run number 20. He'll take the double instead. 2-1. And a swing and a line drive, base hit center field. Mesa around third, and the Revs have struck first tonight. 1-0 the lead on a 2-out single to center by Henry Castillo. Now Mesa kept it alive, launching his double off the fence in center and setting up Hank, who drives in his 65th.
The 0-1 is swung on, hit towards the middle, not hard as Sanford comes up with it, throws way high over the head of Hobson. The Revs take the 2-1 lead. That one was just a bit outside. A no doubt error for the Lancaster second baseman. So Skelton reaches, Marrero scampers to third. What looked like it was a cross between a semi-difficult play and a routine play. It was just about as errant as a throw as you could have. As Hood flies to deep center, throw on the way to third, picked out by Franco, the tag, he got him! Double play, and yet another outfield assist from Justin Trapp, his 13th of the season. Now on what is just another highlight defensive play to add to his record.
Pitch, there goes Sanford for third, a swing and a miss. It's a strikeout, the throw to oh, he came off the bag! And he's called out at third base, and the inning is over. They got Gindel on a high fastball. Tejeda was struggling to get the grip. He double pumped, and Sanford beat it easily. But Lindy Hall, the third base ump, says he came off the bag, and the inning ends on that. 1-1 the count. Here's the stretch from J-Mo. And he fires, and a swing and a pop-up should do it. Right side of the infield, Castillo under it from second. He's got it. Game over, and the Revs have won the Cup for the first time since 2017. And for the 6th time in franchise history, they've won the War of the Roses series. Their 10th win against the Barnstormers this year. And War of the Roses champs. Yes, indeed. That was the 2-1 win last night. Very well pitched game. Dan Miner, 6 strong, just 1 run on 3 hits to earn his 8th win. And actually, he improved to 4-0 against the Barnstormers on the season, tying a franchise record for most wins in a season against one opponent. It has happened many, many times, but Miner has won 4 of the Revs' 10 victories against Lancaster. So that was an interesting nugget to come out of last night. Great effort from the bullpen, Cabral, Capian, McGrain. You heard some of the defense. And the Revs winning it 2-1. So they enter play tonight. 2 to go in the regular season. 74-64 the record. 4th most wins in a season in team history. They can get as high as a tie for 3rd most. And in this second half, they are 40-28. It is the 8th half of 40 or more wins in team history, and the first time they've done that since the second half in 2017. Lancaster playing out the string. They come in 50-88. They have had a miserable go of it, 26-42 in the second half. And tonight it'll be Duke Von Schaman making the start for the Revs, 10-6 with a 3.49 ERA. Right-hander Connor Overton goes for Lancaster. He is 2-5 with an ERA of 4.37. Coming up on our pregame tonight, we continue our non-profit spotlight series here this week. And tonight, it is York College of Pennsylvania who is on the docket, certainly near and dear to my heart. And we will chat with Michael Thorpe, the Associate Vice President of Enrollment at York College. He joins us coming up on our next segment. We'll hear from Mace here shortly as well. First pitch tonight set for 6:30. It's another beautiful night, a little bit warm if anything here on this Saturday evening. Kind of feels like summer, and we're getting set for it here on Sports Radio 98.9 FM and 1350 WOYK.
Baseball fans looking to cool down between innings? Rutter's, the official beverage sponsor of the York Revolution, has the ticket. Grab 1 or 2 of Rutter's new smooth brewed iced teas at the concession stand. Rutter's teas are a home run. And after the game, visit a Rutter's store on your way home to refuel your car and feed your appetite. Explore our award-winning menu, all cooked fresh. Plus, grab a Rutter's Rewards card and become a Rutter's VIP. Plus, don't miss the Fuel It Up Summer Sweepstakes, featuring daily prizes as well as the chance to take home free coffee, free hot dogs, and free fuel for a year, or even cold, hard cash. More details at Rutters.com. Rutters, why go anywhere else?
Downtown's ready. Are you? The Revs play here. Sports Radio 98.9 FM and 1350 WOYK, York.
Welcome back. Pregame from People's Bank Park tonight as the Revs host the Lancaster Barnstormers. We continue our non-profit spotlight here on WOYK tonight. And York College of Pennsylvania is in the spotlight. This is near and dear to my heart, and also to the heart of Michael Thorpe, Associate Vice President of Enrollment at York College. He's kind enough to join us tonight. And Michael, I wish I had a time machine that I could go back a little over a decade. Had some great memories from YCP, but tell us about some of the things that are going on right now. And in your department, you and I were just talking off the air, it's a really exciting time over at York College for growth and some of the academic programs going on.
Well, okay, so first of all, thanks for having me. I love baseball, and I love coming to Revs games. They're super exciting. I love sitting here and just, like, taking it all in, right? It's fun.
Yeah.
So I work in the enrollment office, and most people say admission office, but things have changed, and the admission office we're like a service department for the academic program. That's really our role, and York College has changed and evolved a lot, like a lot in the last 6 years or so, and it's pretty astonishing what the school's been able to do in terms of the way we serve students and help launch students to lives of meaning and purpose. It's been a great run the last 6 years. I've only been a part of it now. This is starting my third year, and I've kind of been here in what I consider 2 pretty exciting years. But you can sort of do some forensic administration and figure out what's happened in the last 6 years, and it's nothing short of astonishing, really.
How do you feel that it's unique compared to some other schools for the student experience like that?
Well, York holds a really interesting place in higher education because, we're kind of, our roots are that of a liberal arts college, but we're really a comprehensive university. We're called college because of historic reasons, but really, if you look at our structure, we're really more like a university. We've got 5 colleges. We're organized into 5 colleges. But the other thing that's really important is our connection to the city of York and the way our faculty have evolved the curriculum in the last few years to do what in higher ed we refer to as connected learning. Some people call it experiential learning. That's really not accurate. It's more like connected learning. But in short, it means our students get the chance to really connect the dots between the theoretical and the practical. We got a lot of students who are working in the community, working in political campaigns, working in healthcare, working in businesses. And we've got just some great programs and great people leading that process. It's really a kind of exciting time to be at York.
Yeah, it also seems to me, so many different paths that you can go with the various majors and everything, and a really well-rounded set of options for students that are looking at wherever their secondary education is going to be.
Oh, we have some outstanding options. We have over 60 majors, and things like our business school is like super innovative in terms of the way it has created majors that are relevant to students. My son, for instance, my son goes to York. He's an econ major, math minor, but he's really into music, and he works for a local recording studio in town, and he is a sound engineer, and already he loves his coursework. He really sees a direct connection between his classes and jobs in town, and he just loves it here. He loves the community. Or things like our engineering department. Our engineering department is amazing. We've got our students will become certified engineers, civil, mechanical, electrical, computer. They'll be certified engineer in 4 years, and in that time they'll do 3 co-ops. That's unheard of. I came here from Indiana, and there's a big engineering school out there that I won't mention specifically, although Drew Brees went there. But I'm not going to name the school. The average length to degree and certification as an engineer is like 6 and 7 years these days.
Wow.
So, our students are walking out of the door. We say 4 years. Okay, it's 4 years in a summer, but for all intents and purposes, that's 4 years.
Yeah. And you obviously work on campus, as well as anybody. The experience for the students is top notch. It's a beautiful campus. It's grown so much since I've been there. The whole western side of the campus now, that really wasn't what it is on my first day back in '03. But just that whole experience to live there, it just really adds to the whole thing, right?
Oh, absolutely. And again, our leadership is growing the college in very thoughtful and sort of deliberative ways. So, for instance, we just redid a building for civil engineering, and it's right there on the corner of Brantley and Kings Mill. There's another old vacant building just down Kings Mill. Well, right now we're seeking grants that'll renovate that building and create a business incubator. And again, it won't be just for businesses and entrepreneurs, but it'll also be for our students, and it'll be a place where they can learn how to start a business and get involved in the local economy. Again, it's all happening in a sort of organic, deliberative, and well thought out way.
Well, it's an exciting time for alumni to see it, like from my standpoint, and it's awesome to have you in here for a few minutes tonight, Michael, and tell us about it. We appreciate it. Thank you for being part of our nonprofit spotlight this season, and go Spartans. Enjoy the game tonight, too.
Oh, absolutely. I am so excited to be here. I'm looking forward to this game like you would not believe.
And before we know it, we'll have York College basketball on the airwaves again as well. But go Spartans, go Revs. That's Michael Thorpe, Associate Vice President of Enrollment at York College of Pennsylvania. We will take a timeout here on the pregame show. Mark Mason joins us. The Broadway Transmission Manager's Report is next.
Fall is here. At Maple Donuts, the aromas of freshly baked pumpkin donuts, pumpkin fritters, and cappuccino are in the air. A Maple Donut pumpkin cream donut topped with cinnamon is the perfect way to start your day. And the tasty s'mores donut is back for the fall season. You'll love this chocolate cream-filled donut with creamy marshmallow sprinkled with graham crackers and drizzled with chocolate. Any time is the right time for Maple Donuts. At Maple Donuts, they know a thing or two about donuts.
Come celebrate the 55th Annual National Apple Harvest Festival. It's fun for all ages of hundreds of arts and crafts vendors, dozens of food vendors featuring anything and everything apple and hard cider, beer, wine, and distilled beverages, plus live entertainment on several stages around the festival grounds. Held October 5th and 6th and 12th and 13th, located in the heart of Apple Country, just 7 miles west of historic Gettysburg. Buy your tickets in advance on appleharvest.com and bring the entire family for a fun-filled day.
Catch the Revs all season on Sports Radio 98.9 FM and 1350 WOYK. First in York, first in sports.
Fans, it's time to go inside the clubhouse for the latest on your York Revolution and tonight's matchup. It's time for the Broadway Transmission Manager's Report. Now, here's the manager of the Revs, Mark Mason.
Hi, Mace. Well, a couple of days ago, you wrap up the playoff berth and the division title. You still did have some hardware to play for last night. You get that Community Cup for the first time in a couple of years. Is that something that adds a little bit to the players? I know the fans are fired up about it.
Oh, no. I mean, if there's something out there to win, we want to try to win everything we can get. So, the guys were happy that we won that as well. So just, try to keep rolling and win as much as you can.
What do you think watching Dan Miner's 6 innings last night?
Really good. There's a funny story with it, too, because Danny said, I'm going to wear black tonight. And everybody's like, black? Why are you going to wear black? He said, well, I usually stink in black. He said, but to start after I wear black, I'm usually dynamite. So he was actually thinking more toward Wednesday next week. And I told him, I said, well, maybe it'll be black now on Wednesday, too. Who knows? But, yeah, that was the whole purpose. So it was kind of funny and, the way it turned out. But, he threw the ball really, really well. He did a great job.
One of the catalysts, again, offensively was Rondon, and you've moved him to the top here in recent days. Is that something that you might continue to do going forward?
Yeah, we're looking at it right now. A lot of it is going to depend on, the pitching matchup and stuff like that. But, he is a switch hitter. So, at the top of the order, it doesn't matter if it's a lefty or righty we're facing. He can go from both sides of the box. So we'll just wait and see how it goes from there.
You had some interesting defensive alignments last night with, trying to give guys a day off, but Alvaro and right, Manny looked comfortable at short, and then Skelton has to come in the second inning at first base, but all those guys handled themselves pretty well, huh?
Yeah, they did. Skelly was like, I finally found my position after 16 years first base. But, it was unfortunate that Telvin got, that he was ejected from the game. I think sometimes with the relationship that our players have with umpires, and I just don't mean our players, but like players throughout the league, you see a lot of the same umpires every time. So there is some, crossing boundaries that you get away with, and then sometimes, you do something and it comes back and bites you like last night. So, that was kind of unfortunate the way that went down, but, I guess it was one way to get Telvin the night off and to move some other guys around in the field.
Well, another guy that we should check in on is Franco, who had the eye problem. You did get him back in defensively at third. Looked like his vision was fine last night. Is that all true?
Yes, it is. He's back. I mean, he's back to 100%. So so that's good news. And Ryan Dent's getting closer too. He swung the bat yesterday, and I don't know. He was probably at about 60-70%. Today he's really going to turn it loose, and if we get through today okay, then then he should be ready to go for next week also.
Lastly, you've got Duke starting here tonight, and I know going into last night you had a plan as far as bullpen guys that you want to kind of schedule it out leading up to Peking come next Tuesday night. Is there some of that going on again here tonight?
Well, actually with Duke, because he won't pitch until Friday next week, I mean, he's going to have a lot of extra time. So I'll let him run as deep as he can go. And because we've used Capillon almost every single night, in a safe situation, I'll probably use McGrain because it would be back-to-back for him. But a lot of the guys that I use tonight, I probably would not use tomorrow. So I may be more tempted to let Duke go if it's possible. Let him go a little further and get that pitch count up just a little bit more.
All right, Mace. Thanks a lot. Good luck tonight.
Yep, thank you.
All right, Revs manager Mark Mason on the Broadway Transmission Managers Report. Just had Thurm down in the field helping present the Community Player of the Year Award, the Corey Thurman Community Player of the Year Award, to Robert Carson for the second straight season. Mitch Atkins, meanwhile, named the Revs Pitcher of the Year. And let's send it down to P.A. Ray for the final announcement tonight.
Been smashing records all season. He broke the Revolution career home run record, which stands for now at 93. He leads the Atlantic League of a Revolution record 40 home runs, the third most in league history and the most since 2005. He has tied the league record of 101 walks and leads the league of 98 runs batted in, the third most in a season in Rebs history. And he leads the league of 105 runs scored, the second most in a season in Rebs history. Rebs fans, your 2019 Player of the Year is none other than Telvin Nash. Let's hear it again for our 2019 Player Award recipients.
Now, once again, Robert Carson, he is the first to win the Community Player of the Year Award in back-to-back years. Now the Corey Thurman Community Player of the Year Award. Mitch Atkins is the first to win the Pitcher of the Year Award more than once. He has done it in back-to-back seasons. The Pitcher of the Year was only presented beginning in 2016, and I think they did it that year because Mike DeMark was so good, so dominant, that they didn't want to do just a player, so they made it a player and a pitcher. Michael Rocket was the team MVP that season, and Mike DeMark was the Pitcher of the Year that season, but then followed by Chase Hutchinson, Mitch Atkins, who's now done it back-to-back years, and again, Robert Carson, the first to be the Corey Thurman Community Outreach Player of the Year more than once. Brett, I don't know how much you'll be able to join me on air tonight. Thurm's going to be in here, but excited for a big night here at the ballpark, and don't forget your Ritas.
Yeah, at least I got some Ritas. No, I'll do my part here around the park. I'll miss all the wonderful listeners that tune in every night, but it's good for Thurm to be in here. Perfect that it worked out that way. A guy that I'm sure wants to talk to the fans, that he became one of the most beloved players too, so I'll give way to him, and maybe I'll be back later if it allows, but I'm really excited for tonight's game. It's a really big crowd here, and although it might not mean anything, it's going to be a ton of fun.
No doubt. Well, enjoy it, Brett. 2 years ago on this night, the Revs had a lot of pressure. They had to win to beat Lancaster, one of the greatest nights in regular season history. Tonight, the pressure's off. They clinched the playoff berth a couple of nights ago, so we're going to enjoy these last two before the playoffs. Revs have taken the field. Let's listen in for our national anthem.
Fans, please rise if you are able. Remove all headwear and help us welcome Tom Vietti for the performance of our national anthem.
Oh, say, can you see by the dawn's early light what so proudly we hailed at the twilight's last gleaming, whose broad stripes and bright stars through the perilous fight o'er the ramparts we watched were so gallantly streaming. And the rocket's red glare, the bombs bursting in air, gave proof through the night that our flag was still there. Oh, say, does that star-spangled banner yet wave o'er the land of the free and the home of the brave?
That was Tom Vietti with our national anthem tonight. Revs have taken the field here for a big Saturday night here at Peoples Bank Park. The final one of the regular season. Would be here for Game 4 if necessary next Saturday night in the Division Series. Duke Von Schaman going through his warm-ups. The lineups tonight brought to you by Flying Feet. For the Barnstormers, they will have Caleb Gindel leading off and DHing. Melvin Mercedes, shortstop, is batting second. Destin Hood at first base will hit third. The cleanup man, Anderson De La Rosa, who does the catching tonight. Greg Golson in right field will hit fifth. Batting sixth and playing third base is Josh Bell. Casey Hobson, left fielder, bats seventh. Hitting eighth in center field is Devon Torrance. And Darian Sanford at second base bats ninth. Again, it's Gindel, Mercedes, Hood, De La Rosa, Golson, Bell, Hobson, Torrance, and Sanford for the Barnstormers, with right-hander Connor Overton making the start for them tonight. Revs' first look at him. For the Revs tonight, behind Duke Von Schaman, they will have Alvaro Rondon again in right field and again leading things off. Manny Marrero at shortstop again is batting second. Talvin Nash at first base will hit third. The cleanup man is Isaias Tejeda, who tonight will do the DHing. Carlos Franco at third base bats fifth. Melky Mesa in left field hitting sixth. Henry Castillo will play second base and bat seventh. James Skelton catching tonight, hitting eighth. And Zach Sullivan is in center field, hitting ninth as Trapp gets the night off. Again, it's Rondon, Marrero, Nash, Tejeda, Franco, Mesa, Castillo, Skelton, and Sullivan. And Duke Von Schaman ready to go here tonight, and it's going to be the K-man to lead things off. Caleb Gindel, who stands in, our Dasher Investment Services first pitch. He tries to crush it, and he comes up empty. Strike one. We are underway at 6:37 here tonight. Beautiful night, a little warm and summerish, if anything. Here's the 0-1. And he swings and he pops it up foul and out of play, third base side. Gindel DHing the night. He's hitting .290, 22 home runs, 90 driven in, which is tied for second in the league, with Jason Rogers behind only Talvin's 98. Here's the 0-2, and it misses down and away. He's been a tough out for the Revs, .322 with 5 home runs against York. The wind and the pitch, and a swing, and he just got a piece, taps it foul over toward the first base on deck area. From where a microphone went missing a couple of nights ago, we have fingerprinted and everything. No dice. The pitch, it is fouled back against the net. By the way, 87 degrees tonight, clear skies. Our weather brought to you by Heritage Lawn and Landscape Care. And Duke, a 10-game winner for the third time in his career. He winds, he fires, and it misses away. It's the first time that he's been a 10-game winner with one team 10-6, 3.49 ERA entering play tonight. The wind and the 2-2. Swinging, it's fouled back. Gindel having a good opening at bat. Revs are in the Navy jerseys tonight. Lancaster is in their alternate red, so it's a very colorful matchup tonight. Both teams in the alternate solid colored tops. Another 2-2. And a swing and a chop toward first. Nash backs up, plays the hop. It's fair. He flips to Duke, who's at the bag. And it took 8 pitches, but Von Schaman retires Gindel to start the night. Nash backing up right along the line at first base to handle that. Duke, who's 5th in the league with his 10 wins, 10-6. He is 6th in ERA at 3.49 in 21 starts. 123 2/3 innings. 146 hits, but only 14 walks in 21 starts. Absurd. Here is Melvin Mercedes, who takes up high. 14 walks, 90 strikeouts. He's got the 7th lowest whip at under 1.3. He fires, and it misses in by Mercedes' back foot. Switch hitter batting left. He's hitting .250. 2 home runs. He's batted .455 against the Revs this season. Wind, the 2-0, and that misses high. Now Duke, in his last start, he beat Long Island Monday 3-2 and joined Mitch Atkins as the league's only duo with double-digit wins. He fires, and there's a strike called. And back to 3-1. The wind and the pitch. Fastball, it is up and away, just missed. Only the 15th walk all season that Von Schaman has issued. 21 starts coming in, and in 12 of those, he hadn't walked any, including a new team record, shattering the previous record, 42-inning walkless streak that he carried into the 5th inning in his last start Monday night. A 1-out base runner. Here is Destin Hood. And first pitch is in time. 1 ball, no strikes. Hood hitting at .230 with 8 home runs. He's had a miserable month of September, 3 for 36 with 17 strikeouts. 1-0. Fastball, that's over for a strike. Our plate on tonight is Nate Caldwell. Lindy Hall at first, and it is Derek Moshe at third. Right now he's by short. Now it's step off and a toss over. Mercedes back. He's got 4 steals. Now, there are only 5 pitchers in the league with double-digit wins. The Revs have 2 of them, and it's the 6th straight year. I should say the 6th time, 3rd straight year that they've done that. Here's a swing and a jam shot pop-up. Franco hustling in from third. He runs it down on the infield grass, coming about halfway down the line from third. And Hood, who really got jammed in on the hands. That thing looping slightly up and right down into Franco's glove. Didn't even hit it all that high. He really got tied up. 2 down.
Now batting, the catcher,
and Anderson De La Rosa to the plate. Now, Duke's career high was 11 wins 2013. Then he had 10 in 2014. But again, in those seasons, it was combined between multiple teams. This is the first time he's done it with one team. Pitch to De La Rosa, right down the middle. It's a called strike. And 11 wins in the Dodgers system, Double-A and High-A in 2013. And then the following year, the 10 wins came in the Indians and Dodgers systems. The 0-1, swinging a tap foul down against De La Rosa's foot as it skips out toward Duke. De La Rosa hitting .273 with 5 home runs. It's been held hitless the last 3 nights. 0 for 12 in those 3. The Revs have held him to just a .163 clip for the season. Shaman ready. And the 0-2, it is down and away. De La Rosa starting the hands forward, but laid off. The 10 wins in 2014, Duke got one of those at AAA Columbus, 8 at AA Akron, and 1 at AA Chattanooga before he left the Dodgers system in the trade. He deals, and is swinging a fly ball deep left field. Mesa looking up, and it is high off the nemesis. Right down to him. He guns to second. The tag got him! And the run does not score. Mercedes came around, dove across the plate, but Melky Mesa hoses. Anderson De La Rosa trying to stretch it into a double. Got him before the run scores. It's a scoreless first inning. And he threw a laser. It hit way up toward the top of the nemesis, high off the local IQ sign. All it is a single, and Melky with his 11th outfield assist. No runs, 1 hit, no errors, and 1 left. We go to the bottom of the first inning. It's the Barnstormers nothing. The Revs coming up.
If you build it, he will come.
So the famous line goes in the classic baseball movie Field of Dreams. Well, at Brooks Huff Tire and Auto Center, we did just that. We built a family-owned, friendly, clean, state-of-the-art, multi-location tire and auto repair business that covers all 4 corners of York County.
Go the distance.
For over 75 years, Brooks Huff has been serving its customers and stands behind its work nationwide for 24 months through the Goodyear Tire Service Network and the Napa Auto Care Program.
Ease his pain.
Unexpected vehicle repairs can hurt the family budget, but our preferred customer card offers special deals, rebates, and up to 6 months no-interest payments on many services. And now, till the end of September, get up to $225 back on a set of 4 select Goodyear tires.
People will come, Ray.
Come visit Brooks Huff at our Shrewsbury, Leader Heights, Hanover, and Manchester, Pennsylvania stores before the offer disappears into the cornfield. Or visit us on the web at www.brookshuff.com.
Want to give your child the best birthday ever without hosting, planning, or cleanup work? Book a York Revolution birthday party at People's Bank Park. Parties include 2 hours of all-you-can-eat Kessler's hot dogs and pizza, goodie bags for all guests, and Penn State Children's Hospital playground wristbands. The birthday child gets a custom Revs jersey and throws out a first pitch, and the whole crowd sings happy birthday before the party enjoys a customized Revs birthday cake. Birthdays at a Revs game. Best birthday ever. Details at YorkRevolution.com or 717-801-HITS.
Cannonball Charlie's ready. Are you? The Revs play here. Sports Radio 98.9 FM and 1350 WOYK, York.
Now Melky Mesa, his 11th outfield assist, and that thing had some hair on it. That was a great throw. Second on the team behind only Trapp's 13 this season. And no score as Alvaro Rondon steps in to lead things off against righty Connor Overton, who's 2-5, a 4.37 ERA in 8 starts. And he will go from the stretch. First pitch to Rondon. It is swung on, bounce back to him. He gloves it on 1 hop and tosses over to first. That's about as quick as it gets. 1 pitch out for Overton to start his night. 47 1/3 innings for him, 43 hits, only 13 walks, 47 Ks. He's pitched well. And despite the 2-5 record, opponents have hit just 239. The Lancaster starting pitchers have done a pretty good job the last 2 months. 3.75 ERA since the end of July. Here's Marrero, who looks at 1 outside. The Revs with 2 switch hitters at the top, Rondon and Marrero. The 1-0, and that sinks in for a strike. 2-seamer at 91. Marrero in 7 games played with the Revs, 214 with the 1 home run, which came on his first swing. The 1-1. And a swing and a miss. Fastball at 92. 4-seamer on the outside corner. Revs 10-7 against Lancaster this season after the win last night. 134 and 124 all time in regular season play. The pitch, it is in the dirt. At home, 70 and 60. They've played an even 500 on the road in 13 seasons, 64 and 64. Overton a little fidgety as he sets. He deals and a swing and a foul the other way and left. It's a real subtle fidget, but just sort of shifts his weight back and forth on his feet 5 or 6 times before finally settling. He lost his last start 3-0 to Southern Maryland on Monday. 6 innings, 2 runs. He pitched well, struck out 7. A couple solo home runs given up. And the 2-2, and it's down and in. Marrero works it all the way full. Overton has lost his last 3 starts, but the last 2 games, Lancaster has scored a combined 1 run for him. First time facing York. Signed August 6th with Lancaster. He deals, and a swing and a line drive, yanked to right. It's a base hit. Over toward the line, it'll skip to the wall. Golson plays the carom there, fires in, but Marrero's standing at second with a double. He might have accidentally cleated the shortstop Mercedes. They both put their feet toward the bag at the same time. They check on one another as the throw went on by all the way to third base. But it looks like Mercedes is all right. I think that ripped his sock. He got cleated, and the front of his sock is shredded. Wow, right around the front shin on his right foot. And he is heading over toward their dugout for, if the sock is ripped like that, he probably has a cut. And might be in need of getting that thing wrapped up. Now, an awkward step. Marrero tried to go in standing, and lunging for the bag, Mercedes happened to just cut in front of him at that instant with the throw coming in. Golson did a good job of getting it in quickly. And Marrero yanks the double to right. And he has hit safely in 7 of his first 8 games with York. And once they get Mercedes patched up, Talbot Nash will bat. On our WellSpan Sports Medicine injury report tonight, Revs with Ryan Dent working out today, could be nearing a return, had a back issue. And Franco all good with the eye, he's all cleared. Revs have it. Angelis Nina out with the elbow tear. They have Wellington Dotel out with the broken hand. Both are still with the team. Josh Judy still day-to-day with the groin pull. And obviously he's with the team. And then those that have departed, Dustin Richardson the elbow, DJ Jenkins the finger, JP Sportman the forearm. And it looks like they're using athletic tape to wrap up that gash that Mercedes came up with right over in front of the Lancaster dugout. By the way, the Revs basically have one healthy position player on the bench. That's Justin Trapp tonight. And that is not the way they want to head into the postseason by any stretch, but hopefully Dent will be good to go. Lancaster, though, they only have one position player on the bench tonight. That's Michael Martinez. They had Parker Morin leave the club, Andrew Applin, Joe Trdoslavich, all left the team since the Revs were in Lancaster last weekend. And this is taking some time. Athletic trainer Anya Holmberg is tending to Mercedes. And Nash goes all the way over to the Revs dugout to loosen up and stretch. Chong's going to jog over, see if they need anything. And the wave has broken out here at People's Bank Park. That may be the worst thing to come of this delay, is that the wave has started. Well, no score here in the first inning tonight. Revs will have an opportunity for Nash. He comes into this one 2 RBIs shy of becoming the Revs' third in franchise history to 100. Would love to see him get there. He's also within mere feet of Nate Caldwell now for the first time since being ejected last night. And it was funny what Mays said in the pregame as Mercedes heads back out to short, and Overton will throw a couple of warm-ups. And it's true, you see the same umpires over and over. You think you have a rapport with them, and you do. But Telvin may have thought he could get away with saying a few words last night that Nate Caldwell wasn't in the mood for. So it was an early exit. He got most of a night off, but did not get a chance to add to some of these records, at least for 8 innings last night, that he would have had otherwise. Now he digs in, runner at second, 1 out. And Overton with the pitch. It misses high and away. Nash hitting at .294. That is 8th in the league. Tops in home runs with 40. A Revs record, and tied for 3rd most in league history, the most since '05. Pitch, it is off the plate away, 2-0. 98 RBIs, the league's most since Chris Nowak's Revs record 107 back in 2012. And the only other one with a higher total in Revs history, Jason Espedo, had 105 in '08. Here's the 2-0. Swing and a miss. Fastball up. But Overton did run it away from him. 2 balls, 1 strike. Tied for the league record with 101 walks. 105 runs scored is the 2nd most in a season in team history. So he's got triple-digit walks and runs, trying to get there in ribbies. The 2-1, it is in the dirt. And it's knocked down by De La Rosa. They miss with 1 more. And Telvin will have the most walks ever in a season in league history, all to himself. He's also smashed the Revs' single-season extra base hit record, 76. Has hit 6 of his 40 home runs against Lancaster. Here's the 3-1. It's down and away. 102 walks for Telvin Nash, a new Atlantic League single-season record. As Ray announces it again. What a season. And he leads the league in on-base percentage. Robert Carson tips his coaching helmet to the crowd, since Telvin's being Mr. Modest over there at first base. Now waves into the dugout of the crowd. 102 walks. He moves ahead of James Skelton and Bobby Hill, who had 101 previously. Here's Tejeda with 2 on, 1 out. And Overton the pitch. It sinks down out of the strike zone. Ball 1. That's the 3rd PA announcement from Ray on a Nash walk here in the last couple of days. They announced 100, the league record tying 101, and now the breaker pitch to Tejeda. That's up high. 2 balls and no strikes. Tejeda DHing, hitting at .341. Tied for 3rd in the league with 23 homers, 4th in RBIs with 87. The 2-0 fastball, that's over for a strike. As it stands now, his average would be The second highest in a season in Revs history. Only Justin Green's 358 was higher back in 2014. And Tejeda 3 hits away from James Shank's total hits record for a season. Couple looks back. Here's the 2-1. It is down and away. And he leads the league with a Revs record 40 doubles this season. No score. York looking to strike first tonight. He's hitting .364 at home this year. This place has been his mecca. The 3-1. It is a called strike. He started toward first. 95 down and away. And Overton got the strike call. Tejeda's going to stand away from the box for a moment and re-hook. Watching his body language throughout the season, probably not the biggest fan of the unit. Some of the strikes that have been called on him. 3-2. And a swing and a fly ball, right field. It sends Golson back, carrying fairly deep, but he's going to have room. Makes the catch. Marrero tags from second, and he will scamper ahead to third. Now Tejeda is kept in the park, and it'll be first and third with 2 outs for Carlos Franco.
Now batting, your third baseman, number 13, Carlos
Franco hitting at .314, 12 home runs, 53 batted in. He has hit .360 at home, .392 against Lancaster this season. Revs trying to strike first here tonight. And we have Therm in the booth. He will join me for as long as he wishes here tonight. He throws the headset on. What is going on, man?
Yo, I'm chilling, DH. You know how we
you
do
good?
it? I was just up using the restroom, and then I heard you said that Telvin. Go ahead, talk to him.
Here's a drive deep left center. It's down one
That's
hop
nice.
off the wall.
That's really nice.
And Marrero scores. Nash into third, and Franco stands at second with an RBI double. The Revs have struck first tonight, 1-0 here in the first inning. As soon as you walk in here, Therm.
It's called Oppo Taco, baby. That's what we're doing tonight, man. I love it. I love it, man. It's the vibe of the night.
So how is it upstairs?
Yo, it is beautiful. There's very good vegetables to make me feel good about my my body right now in my 41-year-old state. You know what I'm saying? So
you look
it was
great.
Actually awesome, man. Everyone did a great job tonight, man. From the amenities to the field to everything. It's awesome. Awesome.
Here's Malky. First pitch fastball is in for a strike. And I saw you got to talk to a lot of the guys on this year's team when you were down there.
You know me, man. I went in the clubhouse already because, Nash and I had the same locker in the locker room because, he knows that's
right.
the locker of success. So he's rolling. I love the fact that he had these walks and set the Lunar League record, and he's just doing his thing, man, with the second half championship. Keep doing the Revs, man. I'm so excited, man. They're doing a great job.
You would love this team, and I can tell that you do, just having been around them a little bit.
It just sucks the fact that I only throw 75 instead of 85 or 95. Either way, it works. This is awesome, man. It's good to be here. It's good to be back, and I'm just enjoying the time that we're spending, man.
Yeah. No balls, 2 strikes on Mesa. Overton to the plate and swinging a foul tip back to the screen. I think CJ had the most fun of all down there in the
Right?
field.
You saw him, man.
I did.
Man, he
How old
wanted to
now?
get on the mound, Bernie, do all the stuff that we do, go back and forth. But the only problem is that he's right-handed. I'm getting excited.
You don't like that?
No, I want him to be left-handed, dude. I was like, a left-handed pitcher is way better, dude.
There's a slider in the dirt, 1-2.
I'll never be upset if he throws 96 right-handed.
Yeah.
You see what I'm saying? Or he's a switch-hitting shortstop.
That's true.
We'll roll with it.
Where did you play position player-wise, like in high school?
In high school, I played third, short, and then my senior year, I ended up playing in right field while pitching. So I got a chance to do a little bit of everything, man. It was awesome. It was awesome because I got a chance to, like, see the different perspective because my whole career I played shortstop.
Okay. A 1-2 on Malky. Pitch to him. He swings and misses. High fastball got him.
That was some cheese, though. Where we at?
92 on that
92. That was some cheese, though. It was up in the zone.
But the Revs do strike first here in the first inning tonight. A run on 2 hits. 2 men left. Thurman and I will be back as we head to the second. It's a 1-0 Revs lead.
Are you one of the many people that has a 401k that is eligible to roll over, but you just haven't done it yet? Maybe you're not sure where was the best place to put it. I'm Tom Dasher of Tom Dasher Investment Services. I specialize in helping you getting your 401k and IRA money parked in the best place for you. So if you haven't rolled your 401k yet, or if you're not satisfied with your IRA, call me for a consultation at 487-2096. That's 487-2096. And check out my website at tomdasher.com.
There's a lot of talk out there about good health care. We all want a good plan. But step outside and take a good look at all those beautiful trees and shrubs in your yard. Do you have a plan to maintain their good health? Heritage Lawn and Landscape Care has a veteran staff of 12 fully licensed and trained tree health care professionals to rely on, including 10 certified arborists and 3 PA certified horticulturalists. So don't let your trees and shrubs fend for themselves against Mother Nature. Visit heritagelawnandlandscape.com and get world-class care right in your backyard.
Sports injury? Walk into WellSpan Urgent Orthopedics for immediate care. No appointment is ever needed. Our orthopedic and sports medicine specialists are here to treat you. Visit wellspan.org/urgent orthopedics today for hours at our York and Hanover locations.
The York Revolution plays here. Sports Radio 98.9 FM and 1350 WOYK. First in York, first in sports.
Second tonight, it's a 1-0 Revs lead. Thurm getting a chance to catch up with our counterpart Dave next door. You're always one of his favorites, man. I'm telling you, he loves his Barnstormers, but he respected the heck out of you. I know that.
You know, the one thing about Dave is that it's like he's like, I get emotional about thinking about it, man. It's like he's told the truth about me.
Yeah.
And this is why we're here now. You know what I mean? Because he told the truth.
Yeah.
And that's what you guys do. You and him both, man. And Daryl, you got a piece of my heart. Dave's got a piece of my heart because you know what? We've had the battles. And you've been on my side. He's been on the other one. You know what I mean? And that's what's awesome. That's what's awesome, man. Like, when you start to get out of the game and realize about reflecting, it's an awesome thing to be able to sit back and look at the people that loved you.
Yeah.
And you all loved me. Either opponent or teammate.
Yep.
And you were my teammate, Dave was my opponent, but you both still loved the fact that I was able to work, and I love that. Thank you very much, man.
Thank you. Thank you.
Yes, sir.
That was beautiful. Dave is still my opponent.
Touche. That's the thing. You guys are still going at it. You know what I'm saying? I'm getting out of this mess. You know? That's how we do it.
It is 1-2 on Golson, who leads off. He swings and bounces one up the middle. Marrero will get there from short. He fires and got him.
Hey, that's a nice play right there, Darryl. That's a nice play. That's a nice play. Marrero, nice. That's what I'm talking about.
One week into his Revs career, he's one of those late season additions, Thurm, that, you know as well as anybody can help put a playoff team over the top late in the year.
100%, because we had a DeSalvo.
Yep.
You know what I mean? People like that back in the day that helped you out in the end. And then they come back and they're still here, but they'll end up being good Revs. Man, I'm excited about what's going on with the team. Let's get another championship, gentlemen.
Let's. Here's Josh Bell, third baseman. He takes the first pitch strike. We were talking about velo last inning. When you were coming up, what was the highest you were ever clocked at?
96.
Yeah?
96 was the highest. Now, was I consistent? 88, 92.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? Back in the day when I was at my height. But, you know, when I was here, man, I could barely break the window pane every now and then. Maybe an 81, 84. But it's all about pitching. Pitching is all about location, then movement, then velocity. If you can locate and move, you can still win.
Here's a ground ball at first, past the sprawling backhand try of Nash, base hit right field. No Bell, a one-out runner, and Casey Hobson coming up. Did you get a chance to talk with Talvin a bit down in the field?
Oh, definitely had a chance to talk with him down in the field. And, you know, it's one of those things we always talk because that's a good dude, man. And that's
same
that's
locker.
A Rev friend of mine. You know what I'm saying? Because we didn't know each other before here. But he's just an awesome guy, man. Unbelievable. And you know what? When you're doing your thing and setting records and doing them right by the fans here in York, that's what I'm all about, because that's why we talk about the community. It's all positive.
Here's Hobson, who fouls the first one back to the net.
Now, this is Butch's son?
Butch's son.
This is Butch's son right here, man. This is unbelievable, because now we have another Lancaster connection.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? Where's Butch at right now, by days?
He's managing Chicago in the American Association.
Okay, cool. That's what's up. That's actually awesome. That's actually awesome. Butch, forever manager. Forever manager.
Do you remember we were at Southern Maryland and KC was working out with his dad, like getting ready for draft time? Do you remember?
Yes.
And here he is now.
That's crazy, because he was hitting a BP out on the field early before we got there. I remember that.
Blue Jays.
Touche. That's actually interesting, dude. And he's got 19 bombs, 64 steaks.
Yeah.
That's okay. That's okay with me.
That'll work.
Touche.
Pitch to him. It is just inside.
See, now that's where, are we doing the automatic pitch guy now?
Yeah.
That's a strike to me in baseball.
Yeah.
Bottom line.
I figured.
Forget the automatic strike. That's a strike. That's a strike. I'm talking to Wisdom right now. That's a strike, dude.
Well, he thinks.
I'm sorry. I'm getting fired up on the radio.
He thinks you mean it.
No, I definitely mean it. It's a strike, Daryl.
I know, but he's like, did I miss one on the official scoring system?
No. You didn't miss one. No, you're good. He didn't call it. Yo, forget the automated umpire. See, we need to leave that alone. We need to leave it alone, because that's a strike right there all day, every day.
You would not have been happy.
Not at all. I want the plate to be 30 inches. See what happens?
Here's a
shot. You see what I'm talking
To
about?
left center, and it's off the wall and in play. And Bell is at third. He will be held
That's actually
there.
a really good play by the left fielder. Who's the left fielder?
That's Malky.
Malky. That was a very good play by him. Good try on that one.
Yeah,
he's
he made
trying
it
to keep a
close.
double play.
He made it close, threw into second base to try to keep him at first, but Hobson does leg out the double. So he'll be second and third with one out. 1-0, Revs lead it here in the second inning tonight. Now, do you, so you said location, movement, velo.
Yes, sir.
Is that what you tell the kids these days?
Yes, sir.
Yeah?
Because everyone can learn to locate. Ella can hit you in the face with a baseball right now. Now,
has she done that to you?
Yes. But now, can she move it how she wants to? That's kind of learned. And then velocity is all natural. You know what I mean? You can build it, but for the most part, everyone works on velocity. Let's work on location and movement. That's what the kids need to learn, because pitching is all about location and movement. The thing is that, like, I became a better pitcher later in my career when I had less velocity than more.
Yeah. Here's Devon Torrance, a 1-0 count. Pitch from Duke. He swings and he skies it toward the line and left. Mesa charging toward the corner. He might have overrun it, and it lands foul down beyond our vantage point. I think he took a step too far.
Now, I think that might be a better play if your pitcher can get an out right now, because the fact is that you don't give up the run on a sacrifice fly.
Yeah.
It's deep in the corner there. He's definitely scoring, Daryl. You know that. We've seen that many a times.
So that
remember the
game
playoffs?
5.
Yes, see, game 5. Daryl. Somerset. You know it, man. Shanks.
Mr. Shanks.
Mr. Shanks.
Mr. Shanks.
That corner right there, man, he should have let it go, but he caught it.
Elliot Ayala.
Thank you very much for catching that, because now we're in the championship. Now we got 10 and 11.
That's right.
There you go, Daryl. You're talking it, man. Leave that ball alone in the corner.
1-1, swing and a miss.
See, give your pitcher a chance to strike him out.
Good fastball there.
Good. Give him a chance. Now, For him, he's got to deliver the pitch right here. Now, for me, with that pitch right there, I would go with a changeup away or a back foot slider. Let's see what he does.
All right. Skelton puts down the digits. Here's the stretch.
Skelly's smart.
They're going in. Pitch is bunted.
Oh, he bunted it.
Toward third.
Come
Bronco
on.
charges.
And he's out.
Skelton the tag.
There you go.
Got him.
I see you, Skelly. Skelly's from the old school. Yo, nice little slider in, maybe cutter. He tried to bunt and try to be slick, but what happened is third baseman made a great play. Unbelievable, Darryl. That's a good play right there. Cut the run off at home. Now you give your pitcher a shot with 2 outs to just get a sacrifice fly. What we call that with 2 outs is back in the dugout.
An out.
An out.
An
Exactly.
0 for 1.
Let's get a sacrifice fly right now.
An 0 for.
Touche. My man. I don't know why I like to say touche, but I think
that could be your catchphrase.
Touche. See? We're having fun, Darryl, man.
It is great to have you in here.
Man, I'm enjoying being here, dude.
Here's Darian Sanford who takes a strike.
Way to attack. That's what you got to do right now, especially after a bunt like that, attack, because they don't want to hit you right now.
This guy's got 70 steals, Therm. He is speed.
So that means he's not power because he has 0 home runs.
You're right.
So with that being said, man, crowd him. I'm cutter in. The same pitch guy just bunted, I'm throwing in right now. Cutter in, because you throw him a change of way, he can slap it in the hole right there that's open by the shift.
Mm-hmm. Going in. Runner goes from first. Pitch is up and in. Throw to second.
He's
tag.
Out. No,
safe
no. We need instant replay. Instant replay.
Cue it up.
Dude,
that looked like he was out.
I'm calling out right there. Now, the throw was high, but the tag was snapped and fast.
And a run scores on it. Hobson coming in from third with the throw going down to second, and this game's tied at 1 on the double steal.
That was the right pitch, the right location, the right everything. He was out at second. But you know what? I'm a homer. Yo, we're in York.
Well, you know I am.
We're in York when he's out. And if you're in Lancaster, you might be safe. That's that judgment call.
A double. I don't know how often Casey Hobson has stolen home in his career, but Lancaster ties
is that
it
considered
up.
A steal at home?
It is.
What?
It is.
He has a steal in the book for that one.
Of home plate.
Wow.
Here's a foul out of play. Third base side, 1-2. Yeah. I mean, it made sense to throw down to second there because you don't think he's going to come,
100%. Darryl.
That's the right play, right?
Man, you're speaking English right now. You're speaking the right language. You're speaking English, dude. Like, real talk. Like, there's no way that you thought he would have came home on that throw. You got to throw through.
Pitch is popped
and
up.
See, that inside pitch got him to pop up, right?
Franco at third,
that was
foul
the right
ground.
Pitch, Darryl.
They made the pitch, Therm, but...
And he was out at second. I'm calling it right now. That umpire out there, dude, I would argue with you. I might have got tossed.
I've seen it happen.
Touche.
A run does score in the inning. 2 hits for Lancaster, 1 left. We'll go to the bottom of the second. It's a 1-1 game here tonight in York.
The malls and the internet are filled with places that sell running gear. But where do you go for performance track and field gear, technical help, and reasonable pricing?
Flying Feet.
Flying Feet Sports Shoes' reputation is widely known. They've been outfitting beginners to nationally ranked runners for more than 30 years, and their selection of brands and models is unmatched anywhere in Central PA. Training shoes, track spikes, specialty shoes for all field events. If Flying Feet doesn't carry it, then you probably don't need it. All this at prices that will pleasantly surprise you. Flying Feet's entire staff is knowledgeable of what you need. Beginners and pros come away from Flying Feet with the right advice and the right shoe for their needs. And that applies to the needed accessories. Replacement spike elements of all sizes, shot and discus implements, running apparel and sports tights, and Under Armour performance apparel for specialty track and field equipment and the know-how without the specialty store prices.
Flying Feet.
Just off exit 18 of I-83 on Mount Rose Avenue next to Battery Warehouse in York.
picking one thing over the other can be hard.
Toast or avocado toast?
Ooh, 4 or 5-inch heels.
But with pick games from the Pennsylvania Lottery, drawn twice daily, picking's as easy as 2, 3, 4, or 5. Plus, add Wild Ball to any pick game for even more chances to win. It's simple.
Hey, what'll it be? Give me a pick 2, please. Oh, and add Wild Ball. I'm feeling pretty lucky.
Play pick games today from the Pennsylvania Lottery. Must be 18 or older. Please play responsibly. Benefits older Pennsylvanians every day.
Downtown's ready. Are you? The Revs play here. Sports Radio 98.9 FM and 1350 WOYK, York.
Head to the bottom of the second. It's a 1-1 game. I'm not sure how I'm going to follow that. Therm's going back upstairs. He's got a lot of people to see, but what a treat that was to have. He might come back tonight. I told him he can join us on air for as long as he's able or wants to tonight, but yeah, a lot of people to see here at the bank this evening. A 1-1 game as we go to the bottom of the second inning. Henry Castillo will lead things off. And Overton's first pitch, a fastball, that's in for a strike. Hank, who's top 10 in the league in hitting, 9th at 293. 14 home runs, 65 batted in. Overton stretches, former Giants farmhand coming to the plate. And it misses down and away. 1 ball, 1 strike. Overton, who's from Richmond, he had been pitching in his hometown at Double-A with the Giants. Richmond Flying Squirrels. Pitch to Castillo, changeup over for a strike, 1-2. It's already almost nightfall here tonight in York. Revs a first inning run on Franco's RBI double. Lancaster tying it up on the double steal. Although Thurm and I both thought they had the out at second. Here's the 1-2. And a swing, a ground ball. Oh, diving stop at first. Destin Hood up to his feet. He takes it to the bag. 1 down here in the bottom of the second, and Castillo ripped it right along the line, but Hood laying out to his left makes the diving pick. And it wasn't just diving, but it was diving with a bit of an in-between hop. And a flashy snag made for the first out. Here is James Skelton and his former high school coach, Drew Loringer, here tonight from West Covina, California. Had a chance to talk with him a little bit more before the game tonight. As Overton delivers, and it is in for a strike. He said Skelton was like the same player in high school. Great at bats, patient, unbelievable team guy. Played all the different positions, whatever they needed. He was obviously their best catcher, but played anywhere. He was their closer, had ice in his veins. Pitch is in for a strike, 0-2. The other thing that came of the conversation, I never knew this. Growing up, he was known as Danny Skelton. James's middle name, or his first name, I should say, it is his real first name, as Overton misses high. So he got drafted by the Tigers. Everybody in Detroit calls him James. He gets back home. Coach Loringer says to him, "Let me guess, the Tigers started calling you James. You're a rookie. You didn't correct them, did you?" He said, "No, I did not." And he has been James ever since as he fouls this one away, left field side. But in high school, growing up, it was Danny Skelton. Who knew? He was hitting at 280, 9 home runs. And now second in the league in on-base percentage behind only Talvin Nash. 1-2. Swing, and it's popped up foul toward the third base dugout. Bell ranging over, out of room. Dropped by a fan about 5 rows in. Thurm was talking about Skelton, and that's a guy that he played against. Skelton's first year in the league was 2013. It was with Somerset. Then 2014, Lancaster and Southern Maryland. 2015, back to Somerset. then had been with New Britain the previous 3 years. Pitch, swing and a miss. Slider breaks down out of the zone. Tag is applied. And Overton with his second strikeout of the night. 2 down here in the second inning. And Zach Sullivan to the plate. Now Sullivan, who has not missed much time since that nasty hit by pitch on the hand Sunday in Lancaster. Obviously it wasn't broken, but has not had a hit since. First pitch here, he swings and he pops it up. Right side, it's Hood. Moving in and to his right, he gives it up for the shortstop Mercedes, who came all the way over toward the first base side of the infield. And Mercedes makes the grab. He had to book it to get there. It's a 1-2-3 second inning. We'll go to the third here tonight in York. Revs and Barnstormers tied at 1.
Money and business are essential to the strength of a community. So is cheering and celebration and music and fun. That's why York Revolution games, concerts, youth sports, special events, and more happen at a place called People's Bank Park. People's Bank has been serving York County for more than 150 years. Always cheering, always celebrating, always committed to the things that make York County great. And to you having a great time at People's Bank Park. People's Bank, member FDIC, equal housing lender.
Remember rushing to the newspaper in the morning to read all about that Revs game from the night before? Was it? Yeah, that was a long time ago. We barely remember that too. Sports Radio 1350 is your home for local sports, and we're taking care of that news void in your life. Get your York Revolution game articles delivered right to your inbox every morning, courtesy of WOYK. Simply log on to YorkRevolution.com and click to sign up to receive daily game recaps right to your inbox. Keep up to date every day as the York Revolution go for another Atlantic League title. We're your source for local sports. Sports Radio 1350 WOYK. First in York, first in sports.
Wealth is the ability to feed 100 stray dogs.
Turn empty parking lots into playgrounds. Watch your child walk down the aisle.
As Henry David Thoreau once said, wealth is the ability to fully experience life. At Smith Wealth Advisory Group, we help our clients identify their ambitions, dreams, and financial goals and develop actionable plans to pursue their passions and interests. Let our wealth of knowledge about wealth help you fully experience life. Visit us at smithwealthadvisory.com.
Janney Montgomery Scott LLC, member NYSE, FINRA, and SIPC.
Catch the Revs all season on Sports Radio 98.9 FM and 1350 WOYK. First in York, first in sports.
Head of the third inning, 1-1. Duke's first pitch of the inning wide on Caleb Gindel, who leads it off. K-Man at the plate, grounded out to first base, his first time tonight. Here's the 1-0, and he swings and he floats a pop behind short. Marrero going out, turns around, makes the play. Mesa there behind him, ready to catch him, and nicely done. That was not easy. And he initially drop-stepped back with the right foot, kind of facing the third base line, then turned around the other way as he got a better handle on it, but had to keep on going backwards, stay on his feet, and he takes care of it. Now 1 down here in the third inning, and Duke continues to, for the most part, get weak contact. Here's Melvin Mercedes, who takes down low. A lot of weak contact tonight, just a couple of hard hit balls. One last inning set up the run as he delivers a slider for a strike. The run scoring on the double steal of all things. The wind, the 1-1, and it's inside, a fastball. Mercedes, who walked in the first. Duke has won 9 of his last 13 decisions. Fires and misses up and away, 3-1. On the wind, he fires, and a fastball in for a strike. 88 on the inner half, count goes full. Payoff pitch, swing, and he hits it in the air, left center, on the run, Sullivan. It's going to get down, though, for a hit, and bounces past him. He'll chase it to the LED board. Mercedes around second. He got to about shortstop and slammed the brakes. And what a throw in to recover. Sullivan prevents what could have been a triple, as he got everything into that throw and chucked it in towards short. It got past Marrero, but bounced all the way to Franco at third. Now, the initial route, he thought, watching it from here, it looked like he thought he might have a chance to close the gap and get to that ball, maybe dive. And that sharp angle allowed it to bounce past him for what looked like was going to be a triple, but a great recovery. Here's Destin Hood, who lays off up high. Now, had he conceded the hit, maybe he could have held him to a single, maybe not, but a great recovery to prevent it from being a triple. And Mercedes at second, one out. A 1-0 to Hood, and a good breaking ball snaps back for a strike. It's a 1-1 game here in the third inning tonight. And Hood, who popped up to third base his first time. Pitch is swung on, bounce foul down to Ross Peoples, who's coaching at third base. 1-2. That was the fourth Lancaster hit. It's their second double here in the early going. Duke ready with it. Peek back, he fires, and a swing and a miss. Fastball up in the zone, strikes him out swinging. And that is out number 2. 2 down here in the third. And that'll bring up Anderson De La Rosa. And we welcome Melissa Clark to the broadcast tonight.
Hey, Daryl.
How are you?
I'm doing good.
You were the voice of People's Bank Park last night on the PA on Ladies' Night. How was that?
Honestly, it was amazing. I had a great time. Unfortunately, I couldn't hop on the stream yesterday or the broadcast. I know Brett had wanted to have a lady in, but, you know, duty's call.
Yeah, Rachel came in and provided the good word. She's on the stream now tonight. But I had to run that thing for an inning, and I was so stressed. And you do that every night.
Once you get the hang of it, it gets a little boring.
Yeah.
But you know, all the camera troubles we have keeps me on my toes.
I bet. I bet. And you can only imagine what happens to the radio equipment.
Yeah.
If you have trouble with the cameras.
High quality gear we have here.
Yeah. Sometimes microphones just get up and walk away.
Yeah, I heard about that.
Yeah, I know you did.
The magical mic, gone.
I think everybody in the place has heard about that.
Except for the person who took it. Or walked away with it.
Angry.
Yes.
Angry. And you tried to help. You tried to rig up a beautiful replacement yesterday, but I appreciate the effort.
It's okay.
It is 0-2 on De La Rosa. He singled off the top of the nemesis in the first, but was thrown out. Malky hosed him at second. The pitch from Duke, a ground ball shortstop. Marrero's got it. Takes his time, fires to first, and the inning is over.
Woo!
Can you hang out?
Can I hang out?
Well, do you want to do the bottom of the third? I don't know what you have going tonight. So.
I was gonna take off probably next inning.
Okay.
I'll wait a couple outs though.
Everybody leaves me. Therm left.
Sorry.
It's okay. No runs,
Brett
one
didn't
hit.
even come today.
One left. I know. Brett's busy tonight. We go to the bottom of the third inning. Revs and Barnstormers still tied at 1.
Image 360 York is your choice for graphics that enhance, signage that works, and displays that inform. Everything from color change car wraps to vehicle wraps for your entire fleet, custom window graphic, decals and lettering, interior signage graphics and displays. Don't replace when you can reface. Call Rob and his team at 717-757-4909. That's 757-4909. Or order online at image360.com/YorkPA. It's fast, affordable, and convenient. Image 360, 2260 Industrial Highway in York.
Sports injury? Walk into WellSpan Urgent Orthopedics for immediate care. No appointment is ever needed. Our orthopedic and sports medicine specialists are here to treat you. Visit wellspan.org/urgent orthopedics today for hours at our York and Hanover locations.
Facing a legal issue can be a frightening time. What's my course of action? How do I know who to call? Fortunately, the York County Bar Association makes it easy. Now, you only need to make one call to find the right lawyer for you. Call the York County Bar Association and let us help you find the right lawyer with our Attorney Connection Lawyer Referral Service. Just call 854-8755 or visit yorkbar.com. Don't hesitate in getting the help you need. Contact the York County Bar Association and let us help you find the right attorney at the right time.
Get the latest on the Orioles with the Baltimore Baseball Show, hosted by Dan Connolly. Mondays at 6 on Sports Radio 98.9 FM and 1350 WOYK.
Head to the bottom of the third inning. It's a 1-1 game as the Revs will come back to the plate. Melissa's here for one more out, and she is taking some great pictures tonight, I understand. What the heck is your title?
So I started as the digital media intern, and then when I got here, pretty much within the first week, the name changed to creative intern.
Okay.
But if you look me up in the playbill, I'm the creative assistant. I kind of like that better.
Okay. So little, like, one rung of the ladder at a time, just kind of made your way up.
Working my way up there.
There you go. Here's Rondon to lead things off. Top of the order for the Revs. First pitch fastball is over for a strike. Since you're in here now, what's your take on our music when we come back from breaks?
I kind of like it.
For real?
There's a good mix in there.
Okay. There's the 0-1, and Rondon tries to bunt his way on. It's grabbed right behind the foul line by De La Rosa. Foul ball, it's 0-2.
I feel like Brett complains about it a lot.
He does.
But he doesn't fix it, so, what can you do?
I think we had a list at one point of suggestions
that he threw into the corner of this booth.
And who wrote?
With everything else.
Who wrote those?
Him. It was on a sticky note.
Oh, I thought the creative assistant wrote them.
Oh, no.
Oh. All right.
I don't do that much.
Here's a swing and a shot to short. Mercedes charges, fires, gets Rondon by a step. Had to hurry, and gets it done. Well, Melissa, thank you.
Thank you, Daryl.
All right, have a good rest of your night.
Loved being on.
Thank you. You did great, as always, and on PA last night. One down here in the third inning. It's a 1-1 game. And here is Manny Marrero, who doubled his first time, scored in the first inning on Franco's double. Overton the pitch. It is in for a strike. Took some off there. Overton this year at Double-A Richmond, he was 3-0 with a 3.62 ERA, 14 outings in relief. And the 0-1, swing and a miss. Good fastball down in the zone. He had gone basically 2 months without pitching. And sometimes guys, when they're let go, they don't sign in the Atlantic League right away. They think another major league club might pick them up immediately. Here's a backdoor breaking ball. It just missed. 1-2. That might have been the case with him based on the timing of all of that. Originally, he was a 15th round pick of the Marlins in 2014 out of Old Dominion in Norfolk, Virginia. Now he fires Swing and a miss. Good fastball there, 92. And he has struck out his third of the night. And 6 in a row retired for him. And he's been in the Marlins, Nationals, and Giants systems. Also had a stint in the American Association with Sioux City, 2016. He was 5-1, a 196 ERA. I believe that was Stan Clyburn's team at one point, but that had been some time ago. Here's Telvin Nash. First pitch fastball. He watches for a strike. Broke the league record with his 102nd walk of the year. Back in the first inning. (0-1) and a breaking ball in the dirt. A run on 4 hits for Lancaster, a run on 2 hits for York. Had some low-scoring games the last 2 nights. Revs losing 2-0 Thursday, winning 2-1 last night. Telvin, the fluorescent yellow bat tape on the handle. Holds it up high, the 1-1. And a fastball. It's over for a strike at the top of the zone. One of my favorite Henry Castillo batting stance impressions is Telvin's, because he's got that unique little flex or cock of the right wrist that nobody else does, and Henry had it down perfectly. And as Overton backs off the rubber for a moment, not sure if Nash was arguing that pitch or not, but we are on the track man tonight. 1-2, that is down and away, slider. Now the Revs can get to 3rd in team history in wins in a season, or a tie for 3rd if they win out. And they can get within 1 of the single half record if they win out. Been a great run. The 2-2 slider, that's down low, and it goes full. Overton, 6 feet, 190, 26 years old. He turned 26 about 2 months ago, so still has a relatively young age on his side in terms of within a baseball career. And now steps off the rubber. Actually, a little bit younger than the norm for this league. Nash taps the plate and awaits. And the 3-2. Swing and a miss. Got him with a high fastball. 1-2-3, 3rd inning. The 2nd in a row for Overton, who strikes out his 4th. Now we'll go to the 4th here tonight. It is High School Spirit Night. Another cheerleading group taking the field between innings. We head to the 4th here. It is a 1-1 game.
Will I have saved enough for college by the time she gets her driver's license?
How can I ensure beautiful music is always made on the symphony stage?
When I retire, can I take that vacation I always dreamed about?
When life's persistent questions have you seeking answers, turn to Smith Wealth Advisory Group. Let our wealth of knowledge about wealth help turn life's questions into financial plans of action and memorable outcomes. Smith Wealth Advisory Group, answering life's most persistent questions. Visit us at smithwealthadvisory.com.
Janney Montgomery Scott LLC, member NYSE, FINRA, and SIPC.
Your next haircut now has a shortcut. Introducing the Sport Clips Haircuts app. That's right, now the cut you want is just a tap away. Just download the app, check in at your neighborhood Sport Clips, and choose your Guy Smart stylist, and you're done. We'll text you when your stylist is almost ready. Then head to Sport Clips for a championship haircut experience. It's home field advantage for your hair. No appointment needed. Just download the Sport Clips app and check in. And don't forget a beard trim. Sport Clips. You choose the cut, we cut the weight.
Since 1934, PSECU has given Pennsylvanians financial opportunities to live a better life.
We are a credit union who offers valuable free and low-fee financial products, broad lending options, and outstanding money management for financing life. At PSECU, we are proud of who we are and committed to who we serve because our Pennsylvania roots run deep. We are banking on a difference. Visit PSECU.com to join us. This credit union is federally insured by the National Credit Union Administration. Equal Opportunity Lender.
Take us on the go with the new WOYK app. Download on the Apple and Google Play stores today. Sports Radio 98.9 FM and 1350 WOYK. First in York, first in sports.
Head of the fourth inning, it's a 1-1 game. And Duke von Schaman back at it. And Greg Golson will lead things off. Grounded out to shortstop his first time tonight. Revs will wrap up the regular season tomorrow at 1 p.m. Fly out bright, well, not even bright. So early that it won't even yet be bright Monday morning. First pitch of the inning, a swing and a foul back over the roof. And then open in Sugarland Tuesday night. Third postseason meeting with the Skeeters out of the 8 postseason appearances that the Revs will have made. There's the 0-1. Swing and a miss. A cutter up in the zone. It is Golson, Bell, Hobson this inning. Duke made his Revs debut against Lancaster May 26th. He's only faced them twice as we have to wait a ball loose from the lawn in right center. Rondon going to get that from right field. And both starts at home. Never did make a start at the Clip. Now ready, lifts and fires, and a swing and a pop-up. Shallow right, Rondon coming toward the line, and he is there, makes the one-hand grab as he crosses into foul territory. 1 up, 1 down here in the fourth inning. And Duke gets Golson to swing a little bit late and get under it, flying to right. And it'll bring up Josh Bell, who singled to right his first time. Bell also their hitting coach, player coach, but he's had to play almost every day in the second half. First pitch swinging, he skies one foul, fading out of play way off to the left. Now Duke against Lancaster May 26th. He was getting built up at the start of his season. 3 2/3, 3 runs, only 1 earned. He fires, and it is just inside. Then he faced them here at home in mid-August. 5 2/3, 5 runs, 4 earned. So he wasn't at his best in either one, but got a no decision in both as he breaks off a good curveball here, jumps ahead 1-2. Revs play Bell a bit to pull it, both infield and outfield. The pitch, fastball misses high. 2 balls, 2 strikes. Bell switch hitter, open stance from the left. Always see him in the cage, throwing to their other guys when we get there in Lancaster. Big guy listed at 6'3", 215. A wind, the pitch, swinging a foul tip, bounce straight behind the plate. Von Schaman was acquired via trade from Gary Southshore of the American Association before the season. Never did pitch there. He fires, and a swing and a foul over the third base side and out of play. And there are veteran maximums in that league. And the Revs have gotten Michael Burgess from that league a few years back. Alonzo Harris. Carlos Franco this year, the pitch, it is popped up foul and out of play left side. Now, there will be some really, really good veterans in that league, but there's a maximum number that teams can't go over, and sometimes they sign more than they can keep initially. And Duke with the pitch, and it misses way high and away. Good battle from Bell, and Duke with the pitch count elevating a little bit. It is at 66 here with 1 out in the 4th inning. Now the payoff, swinging a foul, straight back to the netting. And Bell is making him work. This will be the 10th pitch of this at bat. Here it is. And a swing and a well-hit ball to right. Rondon is back on it, still back, and he can't come up with it. Might have glanced off his glove. It bounces in front of Cannonball. He heaves it in quickly, but Bell stands at second. He was backtracking all the way, and maybe one of the toughest things for an outfielder who's normally an infielder, he's really not an outfielder, is going back on a ball like that. And, you know, it tends to bounce visually, especially if you're a little bit choppy with your footwork, if you're not totally in rhythm with it. And they always teach you to run on the balls of your feet so it doesn't kind of bounce visually for you. He might have been sensing the wall. Here is Casey Hobson, who takes a little bit high. And the other part of that, you know, you're not used to going back, feeling the warning track, knowing how much more room you have. I'm not sure if he took his eye off it slightly or not. Will be a double for Bell. He's 2 for 2 tonight. Pitch to Hobson misses high. 2 balls and no strikes. Now, Hobson had a double his first time. He doubled to left center and scored on a double steal, taking home in the 2nd inning tonight. And Duke steps off. And Hobson now, it's the 3rd year that he's spent in Lancaster. There's the 2-0. And a backdoor hook for a strike. He is 2nd in their history in homers, 4th in their history in RBIs. I seriously doubt, though, that he is anywhere close to that in steals of home. That was a rarity back in the 2nd inning that tied the game. 2-1, swinging a foul tip into the mid of Skelton. And if you weren't with us at the time, and Devon Torrance had broken for second, and Skelton made, I thought, a great throw. A little bit high, but left-right wise, it was right on the money. It seemed to be in plenty of time to snap the tag down, but evidently didn't get the tag on, which would have ended the inning. And Hobson broke for third and scored on it. Pitch to him. It's a fastball in tight, 3-2. Payoff pitch, swinging a chopper high off the dirt. Nash, huge hop at first, but they call it foul. Nate Caldwell backing up behind home plate to get to the angle right along the line, and he hollered foul right away. That was a really strange hop, too. He chopped it really hard into the dirt, and it kicked way up in the air, and Nash coming over across, hugging the line. That was really close. Hey, Brett.
Hey, Daryl.
How long can you be in?
I can hang out this inning.
Okay. How's it going out there?
It's good. I mean, what do you see? You see it looking pretty effective out there, right?
Yeah.
On and off pretty well. It's been good performances from these local high schools. We got one more. Dallastown.
Pitch to Hobson, misses low. It's ball 4. So a walk will put runners at first and second with one out. It's the second walk from Duke tonight. And that is just the 5th time in 22 starts this year that he has walked more than one.
Now, very unlike Duke with the 3-ball, 2-ball counts today, but just trying to find his stuff. It's pretty cool out there, though. It's a good crowd here for the last Saturday of the year. Feels really good. The atmosphere is great. Love always seeing people out on the lawn, down on the first and third base line. It's been good. It's been a lot of work, but it's been good.
Here's Devon Torrance, who swings on a foul tip into the mitt.
I love our fans, too. Like, I see you gotten replaced by Therm today. How long is that going to last? That was Therm. Did he enjoy it up here?
He did.
How many innings did he go with you?
1 full inning.
1 full inning.
And he's got a lot of people to see, but is your headset sweaty from his presence?
I don't know. Was he sweating up here? It's a comfortable night.
He works up the ladder.
He always sweats?
Yes.
Saw him do the Bernie.
Working, he works one up just having a conversation. I think.
We named the community award after Therm for all the great things that he did. Is Carson the first one to repeat as community champ?
Yeah.
That's awesome. Good for him. Now, he is a really big contributor to what we do here.
Now, ball in the dirt. 1-1 on Torrance.
Did you see that last one there when we were trying to get him off the field? The kids ran a little long on that last stand sack.
I missed that.
No, they went just a little bit long. So they're like, Cody's over the microphone like 2 gates. So we're running doing the Chinese fire drill to get them both up on the side of the gates. It was fun, but they got off on time. Don't think we threw off Duke's rhythm too much.
Now ready, he checks second, fires, fastball paints the outside corner. There's a strike, 1-2.
Manager's getting mad at, I lost my train of thought. Manager's getting mad at the umpire for having to adjust the TrackMan device is one thing, but with that little kid dance group, it's hard to get mad. 5- and 6-year-olds out there having fun, having a great night here at the ballpark.
On Duke, the stretch, the pitch, swing and a miss. He struck him out. Fastball at 88 down in the zone. He doesn't light up the gun, but a lot of movement, and that one had some late tail to it, and that is his second strikeout of the night.
How's it been for you up here? It's been a pretty pedestrian game. This seems like it's evenly matched. Had those big hits from Franco and Marrero.
Yeah. Yeah, we're just rolling along.
I feel that.
I miss my microphone, but
I understand.
Tomorrow morning, first thing, I'll be on the phone. Here's Darian Sanford, who fouled to third his first time. First pitch is in the dirt, a slider. We had Melissa in for a minute.
Oh, she was on the air?
She was on the air.
No way. Good for her. How'd she do?
Great. Had Thurman here.
As expected. My one thing is now it's like I'm in that part of my personality where it's like, well, am I still responsible for the post-game report? It's like, I'm probably going to do it. I'm probably going to do it just to be a great guy, like I am.
There's the 1-0 fastball. That's across for a strike. Well, I'll put it to you this way.
I have little idea what's going on at sometimes. I see the big hits when I get down there. I should be free to come hang out after the 6th. I might take some laps and just kind of enjoy the nice weather.
I'll put it to you this way. It's either that or you pick up fireworks. So.
Oh, that's true. That is true. I can pick up fireworks or write the post-game report.
On the 1-1. Swing and a miss. Fastball to the outside. Another good one from Duke, who jumps ahead.
I don't know when I'm going to eat today.
I'm not.
That's going to be the question. Well, yeah, I've really... All right, I'll come in. You're going to have to get some food, so let me do the 7th.
Okay.
I'll do the 7th for you.
Thanks, Brett.
Yeah. Or actually, I can... Let me see. I got to check my schedule. I might be able to do my 6th or 7th. You have to eat, dude. I can't be responsible for you not eating.
There's a swing and a pop-up. Shallow left. Marrero out from short. Melky comes in, calls him off, and makes the play. Scoreless 4th inning as Duke strands a pair. No runs, 1 hit, 2 men left on base. We go to the bottom of the 4th. Revs and Barnstormers tied at 1.
Tired Tired of hearing that music? Especially when you already have that same ice cream in your freezer. Try something new and amazing with tropical shaved ice. On Monday morning after the big company event, do you want the buzz down the hall to be, how awesome was this year's company picnic? Then crush boredom and bring on Kona Ice with over 32,000 flavor combinations. This is not your typical lackluster snow cone. Their flavors are bold and delicious. Fuzzy Navel, Margarita, Blue Hawaiian. Kona Ice is dairy-free, gluten-free, and they even offer flavors that are sugar and dye-free. No party is too big or too small. They can serve up to 1,000 people per hour. They have party packages starting as low as $100. To add more excitement to your next event, find them online.
At Donegal, we understand there are many costs associated with running a business. That's why Donegal works with you to provide quality insurance products based on your business needs, and why we deliver that insurance at a price to fit your budget. Call your local independent Donegal agent today and discover why, when it comes to insurance for your business, Donegal is a better value. Contact Coatman Kunkel Insurance at 717-854-0300 or stop in at 3217 East Market Street, York. Locally owned and operated by Pam and Rudy Coatman. Coatman Kunkel Insurance.
Listen live and on demand with the new WOYK app and online at 989WOYK.com.
This is Hall of Fame third baseman Brooks Robinson. You're listening to York Revolution Baseball on Sports Radio 98.9 FM and 1350 WOYK. First in York, first in sports.
Head to the bottom of the fourth inning. It's a 1-1 game here tonight. Revs with just 2 hits, Barnstormers with 5. It is 8 o'clock. Let's pause for station identification. This is Revolution Radio.
Same station, new frequency. Sports Radio 98.9 FM and 1350 WOYK, York. Now
Tejeda will lead things off as we go to the bottom of the fourth. Busy day here on this station, huh? And game day this morning, the re-air of the high school game. Andy and Steve, awesome job last night. And then we had a real barn burner between Wisconsin and Michigan. And now this. Pitch to Tejeda, breaking ball, it's down low. And tomorrow we have the Revs at 12:40. And then our late NFL game will be the Saints and the Seahawks tomorrow afternoon. Tejeda flying to right his first time. 1-0. Fastball in for a strike. We have next Friday's high school game booked, which will be live on the audio stream and then re-aired Saturday, since we know we have a Revs playoff game. It'll be Northeastern at Red Lion Friday night. Overton with not the 1-1. Time was asked for by Tejeda before that pitch. So we had a busy day. Got that booked for next week. And then after booking that, I got tired. That was enough work for the day. A 1-1. Misses down low, a slider. It'll be Tejeda, Franco, and Mesa this inning. Actually, what was really cool on the field pregame today, the bar associations of York and Lancaster squared off in a War of the Roses softball game. And I don't mean the watering hole bars. Here's a swing on a towering drive, but foul. Oh my, Tejeda absolutely crushes one deep into the York night, but over the left field stands and maybe out towards small field across the Cadoras. It's 2-2. That ball was lost. No, it would be the attorneys, the bar associations. 2-2, breaking ball, hit in the air and left. It's not deep. Hobson, who's out there tonight, comes over toward the line. He's there and makes the catch for out number 1. I haven't seen Hobson play a lot of outfield, but Lancaster limping to the finish line here. I hate to admit the Revs are as well. trying to get as healthy as they can going into the postseason. And Dotel, unfortunately, is a lost cause, but the two that you're hoping will be ready that are iffy are Dent and Judy. Here's Franco. His eye is fine. He takes a strike. And he drilled an RBI double to the gap in left center in the first inning. Overton, who goes from the stretch. And now delivers home. It is slapped the other way, picked at third. Josh Bell up to his feet, fires to first, throws out his third base counterpart. Franco sped up at the end as Hood had to stretch. Franco pointing down that Hood may have come off the bag, but Lindy Hall said he stayed on. 2 away. And Franco hit it pretty sharply on a hop at third, but Bell was right there and came up with it cleanly. Pretty nice play. 2 down. Here's Melky Mesa, who struck out his first time. First pitch, fastball misses a little bit high. On the 1-0, swinging a bouncing ball to third. Bell drop steps back to his left to play that hop and has to rifle it. And he gets Mesa by a stride. Melky really speeding down the line, trying to beat that one out. Made it close, but a 1-2-3 inning, and Overton has set down 10 straight. We'll go to the 5th. Revs and Barnstormers still tied at 1.
Looking for a drool-worthy auto loan? Hello, I'm Sue DeStefano, President CEO of First Capital Federal Credit Union. Give Fido the ride of his life in a new car, truck, or SUV. With an interest rate as low as 3.49% APR and flexible terms, we can make it happen. Speak with a loan officer today or apply online at firstcapitalfcu.com. First Capital, putting you and your county first for 65 years. Federally insured by NCUA.
First Capital Federal Credit Union.
Shipley Energy is more than just an energy company. We're a family tradition. Our goal is to provide outstanding customer service and to make energy easy for you. From heating oil and propane to natural gas and electricity, our team can help. We also offer HVAC services, installation, maintenance, and service plans to keep your home safe and comfortable. In addition, our team can improve the quality of water in your home. To learn more, visit shipleyenergy.com or call 855-5-SHIPLEY. We make energy easy.
You trust AAA to work at every mile. But AAA doesn't just cover your car. They can also cover your home. AAA Home Insurance protects every square foot. And when you add AAA Home Insurance to AAA Auto Insurance, you get more protection and more savings. Insurance that's not just insurance. Talk to your local AAA insurance agent today or visit AAA.com to learn more about AAA Home Insurance.
New FM signal, new website. Get features, live broadcasts, and on-demand game broadcasts and shows online at 989WOYK.com.
Head of the 5th inning, it's a 1-1 game. And the top of the order to face Duke once again. Caleb Gindel will start it off. A couple weak outs from Gindel. He is the K-man tonight. Has put it in play both times. Ground out to first and a pop-up to short. DHing him, leading him off tonight. First pitch from Duke is down low, a slider. Gindel, the 90 RBIs this year, 5th most in the season in Lancaster history. Tied for 2nd in the league this year, behind only Talvin. Pitch is a little bit low, 2-0. The Gindel, Mercedes, and Hood coming up here. On the wind and the pitch. And a fastball, that's across a little bit above belt high, but it is a strike. On our York Mitsubishi out-of-town scoreboard, High Point still trying to nail down the wild card spot. 2-1. That misses down and away. They lead at Long Island, though, tonight, 5-1 in the 5th. And New Britain, who's still barely alive, or rather is tied at Somerset, scoreless in the 4th. 3-1, and a swing and a foul back off the netting. Somerset got eliminated.
All right, fans, that's 2 strikes. You know what to do.
The loss last night. Sugarland leads Southern Maryland 1-0 in the bottom of the 4th. You got a chance at Maz Sticks here. Pitch from Duke. It is a fastball, just missed. Up and in. Oh no, it did not. What the heck was that? Nate Caldwell just flipped his hand up. It looked like he was calling nothing. Everybody in the place thought it was ball 4, but Gindel down there heard him say strike 3. He was the first tip-off. He threw his bat away all disgusted, and we do have Maz Sticks here tonight. 1 down here in the 5th inning. On Duke's 3rd K of the game. And now Caldwell steps out in front of the plate. Duke is asking him something. He might be asking if he's using TrackMan or not so that he knows where the edges of the zone might be, but man, was that bizarre. Here's Mercedes. First pitch fastball, that's a strike. I wonder, and now Nate steps out. Somebody's talking to him. I don't know why it would be Duke. I mean, he got the strike call. I have no idea what the discontent seems to be. Pitch is grounded right past Von Schaman's feet and under his glove, off the mound and up the middle. And Mercedes having another big night against the Revs. Coming into play tonight, 6 for his last 8 against York, and he's now 2 for 2 with a double, a single, a walk. So let's see, he's now 8 for his last 10, and on base 9 of his last 11 against the Revs, with 4 doubles and a homer going back to last Sunday. They have really struggled to get him. A 1-out base runner for Destin Hood, who's popped up and struck out. And that strike 3 call, it was almost like, you know that the unit calls it for you. And fit pitch to Hood, misses a little bit high. It's almost like he forgot to let everybody else know that, or at least certainly not in an emphatic way. Pitch, breaking ball, that's a called strike. There's a good emphatic call. 1-1. Duke is at 93 pitches now. It's become a really high pitch count as we play here in the 5th. Only 1 out in the 5th inning. 1-1, swinging a chopper over his leap. At second, Castillo charges, can't get the tag, but he will turn and make the throw to first. Curling in front of second, Castillo makes the charging play. He had to come up a little bit too far to get a tag on Mercedes. Had to come up in front of the baseline. Unable to reach back to get him, but does take the out at first. 2 down here in the 5th inning. And Anderson De La Rosa to the plate. 1 for 2 tonight. A 1-1 game in Lancaster with a runner at second, 2 outs. Overton, their starter, has been sharp. And Duke trying to prevent them going in front for him here in the middle innings. He fires. It is down and in. 1 ball, no strikes. Duke, a product of Texas Tech, 15th round pick of the Dodgers, 2012. Been in the Dodgers and Indians systems. We mentioned the trade traded from LA to Cleveland right at the beginning of 2014. Here's a fastball for a strike. And that was for pitcher Colt Hines, who he was traded for. Hines did get a little big league time, but it was with the Padres and Blue Jays the year before and the year after. 1-0, or the 1-1 rather, swing and a miss, a fastball, and Duke jumps ahead. And this next one will be his 98th pitch of the night. I know at one point they had Walby up, and earlier this inning, Fletch had motioned that whoever it is loosening now, if it is still Walby, would potentially need to be ready for the next hitter. Now Duke trying to finish 5 on a high pitch count night. He fires, and a swing and a foul tip. Slider that De La Rosa just got a piece of. Now Von Scham in the stretch. Another 1-2. Oh, a check swing foul. And De La Rosa reacting like it partially got him on the hand. That was the 99th pitch of the night. And it did glance off his hand. Looking at that reaction, his right hand, the throwing hand, I think right off the top of it, maybe off the knuckles. And Anya Holmberg, their athletic trainer, will have to make another trip to the field tonight. But he offered at it, and therefore it is a foul ball. Right now the concern is see if his hand is still in one piece. We had the fairly lengthy stoppage in the first inning when Mercedes at short got cleated. He had to wrap up his shin area. And this one, I'm sure for them, a little bit more concerning. And obviously, they only have one day left in their season, which is tomorrow, but you hate to see anybody's season end on injury, whether it's the last game or with a month remaining. And he's a guy that I wouldn't be surprised to see him back again next year. He has actually worked in their front office in Lancaster during off seasons past. It looks like he is going to try to stay in here. 1 ball, 2 strikes, the count on him. Mercedes at second with 2 outs, 1-1 the score. And the wave going again here at the stadium. Von Scham stares, he stretches, and he fires, and a swing, a shot yanked foul down toward their bullpen, sends them all scattering. And we'll do it again. That was pitch number 100. The most that he's thrown this year, 105 back in mid-July. And this is the 4th time that he's gotten to 100 pitches this season. Last time was September 6th against Southern Maryland. Now again ready. Another 1-2. And a check on a breaking ball away. He stopped in time. 2-2 the count. He's only got 2 walks, 3 strikeouts, so that is not the source of the high pitch count. It's just been a lot of deep counts, a lot of foul balls tonight. Now deals, swinging a bouncing ball toward third. It's foul. Speaking of which, Franco over to glove it. This will be the 9th pitch of this at bat. Now nods yes with Skelton. He fires, and a swing and a shot in the air toward right. Rondon angling back, and it carries to the warning track. One hops the wall, and in to score is Mercedes. De La Rosa stops at second. It's an RBI double, and Lancaster goes in front. He earned that one. 9th pitch of the at-bat, and drives it deep to right field. And an opposite field RBI double that lands on the track and one hop the wall. 2-1, Lancaster goes in front. And on his 103rd pitch of the night, they'll say that that's enough for him. And Duke will begin preparations, presumably for Game 3, which will be at home next Friday night. He will finish the regular season with 10 wins and hope for a Revs comeback here this evening. 2-1, Lancaster leads. Walby is in the game. Pitching change brought to you by Maple Donuts.
If you own a tractor-trailer business, then you know the cost of having your rig down instead of on the road. Rivers Truck Center in Red Lion keeps your trucks on the road by providing a one-stop shop for all your trucking needs. Rivers handles full-service truck sales and carries a full line of parts for all makes and models, has their own full-service collision center, and provides 24-hour emergency towing and roadside assistance. Check out riverstruck.com for more info. There's a reason Rivers Truck Center has been in business for over 40 years. They really do care.
The York County Solid Waste Authority turns up the heat every day, on your garbage, that is. Advanced waste-to-energy technology is used to burn garbage at 1,800 degrees Fahrenheit in environmentally controlled combustion units. This reduces air emissions and produces electricity, enough to power 20,000 homes every minute of every day. Visit www.ycswa.com to learn more. In York County, garbage is power.
Come celebrate the 55th Annual National Apple Harvest Festival. It's fun for all ages of hundreds of arts and crafts vendors, dozens of food vendors featuring anything and everything apple and hard cider, beer, wine, and distilled beverages, plus live entertainment on several stages around the festival grounds. Held October 5th and 6th and 12th and 13th, located in the heart of Apple Country, just 7 miles west of historic Gettysburg. Buy your tickets in advance on appleharvest.com and bring the entire family for a fun-filled day.
This is Isaiah Tejeda. You are listening to Your Revolution Baseball on the home of the Reps. Sport Radio 98.9 FM and 1350 WOYK. First in York, first in sport.
Trail 2-1. Phil Walby comes in. Pitching change brought to you by Maple Donuts. Duke tonight goes 4 2/3, 7 hits, 2 runs. He is responsible for De La Rosa at second. He walked 2, struck out 3. 103 pitches, 70 strikes. And Walby will face Greg Golson. And his first pitch is down low. Golson is grounded out to short, flied out to right. Walby coming off 2 good ones on this homestand. Wednesday night, 4 up, 4 down. The night before that, 3 up, 3 down. Overall enters this evening at 0-2, a 5.20 ERA for the year. This is appearance number 30 since joining the team in early to mid-June. Mid-early June. A new term. Here's the 1-0. Swing, and he pops it up. Nash at first will range back along the line. Castillo from second is out, and in shallow right makes the play. Got all twisted around underneath it. Rondon was in from right, could have helped as well, but Castillo had called for it. And it wasn't the perfect angle underneath it, but it ends up in the pocket of his glove, and that's all that matters. 1 run scores, 2 hits, 1 man left. We go to the bottom of the 5th. Lancaster up 2-1.
Hey, it's the good-looking genius at Broadway Transmission again, and this time I have things on my mind, like warranty and service after the repair. You already know Broadway Transmission has been part of the community for 67 years at the same location. But did you know that in that time, York County has seen many transmission shops close its doors, like
Amco,
Atomic,
Clutch and Go,
Dr. Transmission,
Cotman,
York County Transmission,
Winters,
Goodlings,
Lee Miles,
A1.
What grinds my gears about these closings are the customers are left with no warranty. Stop! Don't make that same mistake. Broadway Transmission has over 40,000 transmission jobs under our belt, and we are still here today standing behind our famous 3-year warranty. We kid around a lot on our ads, but nothing is funny about having no warranty when you need it. Avoid that risk with the only smart choice in all of York County and stop by Broadway Transmission today. Broadway Transmission will get your ship together and stand behind it too. Visit us on the web at BroadwayTrans.com or stop in and see how it's done.
Picking one thing over the other can be hard.
Toast or avocado toast.
Ooh, 4 or 5-inch heels.
But with pick games from the Pennsylvania Lottery, drawn twice daily, picking's as easy as 2, 3, 4, or 5. Plus, add Wild Ball to any pick game for even more chances to win. It's simple.
Hey, what'll it be? Give me a pick 2, please. Oh, and add Wild Ball. I'm feeling pretty lucky.
Play pick games today from the Pennsylvania Lottery. Must be 18 or older. Please play responsibly. Benefits older Pennsylvanians every day.
This is Jamison McGrain. You're listening to York Revolution Baseball on the home of the Revs, Sports Radio 98.9 FM, 1350 WOYK. First in York, first in sports.
At the bottom of the 5th inning, Lancaster 2-1 lead. The Dallastown cheerleaders performing between innings on High School Spirit Night. One of them, unfortunately, on crutches. That stinks. But, man, they do so many airborne things. That does happen. Made her way all the way up and down the stadium steps on the crutches.
Your second baseman, number 6, Henry.
Always a fun night to have the schools represented here. And school spirit is never higher than at this time of year with high school football season and all. When we go to the bottom of the 5th inning, Henry Castillo will lead things off. And 10 in a row for Overton since the RBI double by Franco in the first. Revs down 2-1, just 2 hits. First pitch, a backdoor cutter, and it's called a strike. And Castillo leading off the bottom of the 2nd, hit one sharply along the line at first, but Hood dove and took one away. Now the 0-1, swing and a miss, sinking down and away. Might have been his changeup, but it had a ton of arm side movement on it. And 2 quick strikes. The 0-2, swing and a miss. He went back up high with a fastball. Overton really working him up and down in that at bat. And now make it 11 straight. 5th strikeout of the night for him. Now tomorrow, regular season finale, Fan Appreciation Day. Sunday Family Fun Day, presented by Wise Markets. Bark in the Park, presented by East York Veterinary Center. Boomer's retirement party tomorrow. Here's James Skelton. He swings and he hits one high in the air, deep but foul in left. That'll sail over the stands and Arch Street Eats. And tickets on sale, YorkRevolution.com, 717-801-HITS, and at the Revs ticket office. And you can also get your tickets for Game 3 next Friday night. It's the 0-1, swinging a ground ball, pulled down to first. Hood's got it, calls off the pitcher. He steps to the bag himself. And that is out number 2. And now 12 in a row. And here is Zach Sullivan, who popped to short his first time tonight. First pitch, fastball, it's a strike on the outer edge. Tomorrow in the regular season finale, it's Jake Welch against Jared Lakend. We'll be on at 12:40 tomorrow. 0-1, breaking ball, swing and a miss. And here's your PSA for the night. Don't forget to set your fantasy lineup. You may remember Thursday, I told you I remembered at 8:21 after the 8:20 kickoff. It did not burn me this week. It's not going to matter anyway. My team stinks. Here's the 0-2. And a fastball, strike 3 called. Outside corner at 92. And Connor Overton is dealing here tonight. 13 in a row for him. And that is strikeout number 6. His 4th straight 1-2-3 inning. We'll go to the 6th tonight. Lancaster on top, 2-1.
Ask any Mitsubishi driver about their buying experience and they'll all say, I wish I had driven a Mitsubishi sooner. It's the best kept secret in the car business today. And York Mitsubishi is where you'll find them. Mitsubishi is the one brand that packs the performance, the features, and the affordability that drivers demand into every car they make. Plus, you'll tack on even more savings right now during the end of year clearance at York Mitsubishi with $5,000 off the 7-passenger Outlander, 0% financing for 60 months. Plus $1,500 back on Outlander Sport. 0% financing for 72 months on the sporty Eclipse Cross. And the 43-mile-per-gallon Mitsubishi Mirage, one of the lowest-priced cars in America today, starting at $12,990. Mitsubishi adds even more value with their 10-year, 100,000-mile limited powertrain warranty. And past credit problems are never an issue at York Mitsubishi. Get pre-approved at YorkMitsubishi.com. York Mitsubishi, around the corner of Route 30 and Roosevelt Avenue, where Mitsubishi's always cost less.
When you work with an independent insurance agent, you put the power of choice to work for you. Independent agents know several companies and their coverages, which means more options. And because companies like Donegal Insurance Group use the independent agent system, you not only get quality insurance, you also save money. The independent insurance agent system. Discover the power of choice. Contact Kochman Kunkel Insurance at 717-854-0300 or stop in at 3217 East Market Street, York. Locally owned and operated by Pam and Rudy Kochman. Kochman Kunkel Insurance.
This is JP Sportman. You're listening to York Revolution Baseball on the home of the Revs. Sports Radio 98.9 FM and 1350 WOYK. First in York, first in sports.
Headed to 6th inning, 2-1, Lancaster on top. Phil Walby stays in. He got Golson to pop up to end the 5th inning, stranding a runner at second, which was De La Rosa, but it was his double that broke the tie. And Lancaster, an inning after going in front, sends Bell up to lead things off. Here's Walby's first, and a swing and a shot at second, speared by Henry Castillo, turns around and throws to first. Nicely done on a hot shot on one hop that took him to his left. Got a clean grab on the one bounce. Bell retired for the first time tonight, 2 for 3. And Casey Hobson will follow. Hobson tonight doubled and eventually stole home on a double steal in the 2nd inning, walked in the 4th inning. Walby the pitch, out of the natural slide step, he delivers a strike. He has one of the more unique deliveries on the team with that slide step all the time and kind of leaning back, delivering straight over the top. Pitch is swung on line to right. Rondon hustles over to his right. He's there waiting on it and squeezes. 2 quick outs here in the 6th inning. But one of the best impressions that Castillo did the other night was Walby's pitching delivery. He's pretty spot on. He is a riot. And with 2 down, here is Devon Torrance, who tried to squeeze bunt with 2 strikes on him in the second inning. Revs got the out at the plate. Franco making the play. Struck out the other time. He's 0 for 2. First pitch fastball. There's a strike. Walby nice and free and easy with the delivery. He's pitching well late in the year. Here's the 0-1. And a swing and a liner slice the other way. It's a base hit. My bad. As soon as I say that. That ends the streak of 10 in a row that he had retired his last 3 outings. And Torrance keeps the 6th inning alive. He stole a base on the double steal in the second inning that brought Hobson home. And that was his 25th of the year. He's been thrown out 6 times. He is no Darian Sanford, but he can run as well. And here is Sanford. And tonight is 0 for 2. Foul out to third and a pop up to shallow left. First pitch, fastball. It's taken for a strike, or is it not? Nate Caldwell came up with the hand and then stopped. And it's ball 1. I think. I don't know. The sideboard has strike. The outfield board has ball. That was a little pump fake. I don't know what he called. Now Walby with the next one. Runner goes from first. It's low, and Skelton had it slip away, trying to make the transfer to throw. No throw. Torrance dives in with his second steal tonight. 26th of the year. Now Lancaster, an insurance run at second. Mon shows the count. It is 2-0. The first one was a ball. Here's the stretch from Walby. 2-0. And it just missed away. So 2 of them in this at bat, very close but missing. It's now 3-0. I'd have to wonder if not for the unit, would it be 1-2? Now he's ready. And fires and misses down low. Sanford walks on 4 pitches. Now he does have a runner on in front of him, but Torrance with good speed as well. I wouldn't be shocked to see them send both. And the only thing that might stop them, a left-hand hitter at the plate, Skelton would have a wide open target toward third. And they would much prefer Gindel to hit with men on base than lead off the next inning, I'm sure. He's 0 for 3 tonight, but tied for second in the league in runs batted in this year. Has hit 376 with men in scoring position, and he swings first pitch, bounces it to first. None of that'll matter. Talbin's got it. He'll trot over to the bag himself. And a scoreless inning and a third for Phil Walby here tonight. No runs, 1 hit, and 2 men left. Now we go to the bottom half of the 6th. It's Lancaster 2, York 1.
As you clean it out, keep in mind Community Aid's looking for your lucky leftovers. After you wrap up your yard sale, donate what's left over at your closest Community Aid Drive-Up Donation Center. They're attached to each of Community Aid's incredible thrift stores in our area. Hanover, Harrisburg, Lancaster, Mechanicsburg, and Selinsgrove. Community Aid wants your lucky leftovers to help more than 750 local charities. Learn more at communityaid.net. But don't forget, give your lucky leftovers to Community Aid. Neighbors helping neighbors.
Sports injury? Walk into WellSpan Urgent Orthopedics for immediate care. No appointment is ever needed. Our orthopedic and sports medicine specialists are here to treat you. Visit wellspan.org/urgent orthopedics today for hours at our York and Hanover locations.
Remember when an app was listen only? Oh yeah, that was kind of us, wasn't it? Well, we have a new app. Download the new WOYK app on the Apple and Google Play stores and take Sports Radio 1350 on the go like never before. Listen on the go like always, and now get easier access to archived games and programs on demand. Watch WOYK game broadcasts on YouTube and so much more. Search the new WOYK on the Apple and Google Play stores and download today. It's not just an app, it's a lifestyle. Sports Radio 1350. First in York, first in sports.
This is Justin Trapp. You're listening to York Revolution Baseball on the home of the Reds, Sports Radio 989 FM and 1350 WOYK. First in York, first in sports.
Back here in the bottom of the 6th inning, Revs trail 2-1 here to the Lancaster Barnstormers. Game 2 of a 3-game series. The Revs taken basically everything they possibly could and more from the Stormers this year. They won the season series. History has been made against them a couple times with individual feats happening. Brett Petrak along with Darryl Henry. I missed you guys, of course, as I was chauffeuring the high school cheer groups onto the field for our high school Spirit Night celebration. Big shout out to all the schools that came out. Top of the Revs order, Rondon, Marrero, Nash due up. Connor Overton still out there. First pitch to Rondon, swung on, fouled back to the screen for strike one. Rondon 0 for 2 today, a pair of ground outs on the ledger. Revs have some bullpen action. Lefty Rob Carson loosening up down there. Could see him in the top of the 7th. A real nice night here, perfect weather, a lot of fans on hand. Got to take a couple laps around the stadium, and it's electric. As the 0-1 swung on, popped foul down the third base line, but that'll find the seats somewhere in between the Lancaster dugout and bullpen. Rondon batting .222 on the year, no home runs, 16 runs batted in. Played right field the last 2 nights. I'm sure Darryl Henry held down the fort while I was gone in the middle innings. Revs looking to do some more damage off Overton. He's been good. Just 1 run, 2 hits allowed through 5. The 0-2 is taken for strike 3. Backdoor breaking ball, starts high, comes back, and freezes Rondon for out number 1.
Now batting, your shortstop, number 4, Manny Marrero.
Overton has been good. Duke Von Schaman ran into a little bit of trouble with the pitch count, but by all means not a terrible stat line at all. 4 2/3, allowed 7 hits, 2 runs through 103 pitches. Nobody on, 1 out. First pitch to Manny Marrero is swung on and missed. Broke out the change as Manny swung over top of it. Now it's been just an electric weekend here. Friday, ladies' night was great. Tonight's been fantastic, and tomorrow it all concludes. Our regular season finale, Fan Appreciation Day. The 0-1 is outside. Also, Boomer's retirement. Our loving 4-legged friend is hanging it up after 10 spectacular years. We're going to send him off in the only way we know how, spectacular fashion. The 1-1 to Marrero, swung on and punched foul back off the screen. Marrero 1 for 2 with a double, came around the score back in the first inning. The Revs' only run. He's played a nice shortstop after moving over there from second base. Revs trying to give some guys off today. It was Justin Trapp getting the spell. Rondon in right, Sullivan moves over to center. The 1-2 to Marrero is outside for ball 2. We're using the device today, aren't we?
Yeah, I think.
Yeah, I mean, Caldwell's been exceptionally quick from what I've seen today on the call. I don't know if he's just got the rhythm down better than most of the umpires trying to deal with our new friend TrackMan. Long look in. Now the 2-2 to Marrero, swung on, fouled back to the screen. And just fun all over the place. Seating Bowl, 1741 Club, picnic area. What you want for the last Saturday of the season. No doubt about that. The Revs looking to come back. They're down 2-1 to the Stormers here in the bottom of the 6th. Marrero, the switch-hitting second baseman. The 2-2 swung on and lined. Oh! Good play there by Mercedes, moving to his left. Steals a hit away. Was a sharp line drive, but he got over there and fielded it right up around the second base bag. Mercedes, who seemed to be injured in the first inning. I mean, that was one of the longest delays we've seen for a player to not come out of a game. But he stayed in, makes a nice play for out number 2. 2 outs, nobody on. Telvin Nash comes up to the plate. First baseman who broke the all-time walk record in the Atlantic League. First pitch is taken for strike 1. His 102nd walk breaks Bobby Hill and James Skelton's record. That's another thing to add to his resume after this impressive year. 40 home runs, 98 runs batted in. Can we get to 100? The 0-1 is taken low. That would be quite the feat. 100 walks, 100 runs, and 100 steaks to go along with 40 home runs. Really the only thing he has left to do. But even if the season ended today, I mean, no doubt the player of the year, as the 2-1 sail, or the 1-1 sails outside and moves it to 2-1. You just don't see numbers like that too often. 40 home runs, first time since 2005. Just shows you how this league has changed a little bit. Guys getting picked up, coming in late, what have you. The man's a machine. 2-1 the count, 2 outs, nobody on. The pitch from Overton is outside. So walk number 103, just one errant pitch away. I'm sure Telvin's hoping for more. Tejeda waiting on deck. Revs down 2-1. Bottom 6. Here on the final Saturday regular season game. It could be another one here next Saturday if the series with the Skeeters goes 4. It's one of those if necessary games. The 3-1 to Nash is swung on and hit back to the screen, foul. That'll run the count full. So I've basically encompassed everything you can imagine about local sports today. I started my day at 9 with Steve Navaroli. We talked all kinds of high school football. Big week in that. Now we're here covering the Revs on one of the most fun nights of the year. Stands are packed. Payoff pitch looming from Overton, but not just yet as Nash calls timeout. Base is empty, 2 outs. Overton's been good today. He's only allowed 2 hits. He's thrown 80 pitches. Next one will be 81. The 3-2 is swung on and missed. Overton gets Nash swinging. It was a emphatic yell. I don't know if that was from Overton or who it was from, but an emotional play, I guess. Anyway, 2 strikeouts in the inning for Overton. Revs go down in order. We'll head to the top of the 7th. Revs trail in this one, 2-1.
Money and business are essential to the strength of a community. So is cheering and celebration and music and fun. That's why York Revolution games, concerts, youth sports, special events, and more happen at a place called People's Bank Park. People's Bank has been serving York County for more than 150 years. Always cheering, always celebrating, always committed to the things that make York County great. And to you having a great time at People's Bank Park. People's Bank, member FDIC, equal housing lender.
Planning your next visit to York? Book your stay at Courtyard by Marriott. Conveniently situated near local businesses, shopping, dining, downtown, and local attractions, Courtyard by Marriott features a state-of-the-art lobby, inviting flexible spaces to work or relax, free Wi-Fi, our well-equipped fitness center, and the bistro offering healthy options and refreshing choices, including Starbucks and an evening bar. Your stay is sure to be more comfortable, productive, and enjoyable than ever before. Courtyard by Marriott, 2799 Concord Road in York. Book your stay at 717-840-7840.
The Dietz & Blewett Diamond Deck at People's Bank Park is sponsored by Dietz & Blewett Insurance Company. Dietz & Blewett Insurance Company has been serving the York and Central PA areas for more than 10 years. Visit their new location on 2000 South Queen Street, where you'll find friendly, courteous staff who put their clients first. Google them on the web for a free quote. At Dietz & Blewett Insurance, you'll find the best rates on home, auto, health, life, and business insurance.
The York Revolution plays here. Sports Radio 98.9 FM and 1350 WOYK. First in York, first in sports.
Top of the 7th inning here, Revs down 2-1. New pitcher for York is lefty Rob Carson. Pitching change brought to you by Maple Donuts. Game number 47 for Rob. He's 5-1 coming into this one. First pitch to Mercedes is... what is it? We don't know. Is the ball? We're not sure. The next pitch is a strike. All seemingly missed that first pitch, so I believe it's 1-1, and it is. 1-1 the count to Mercedes. The pitch from Rob is a breaking ball that comes over for strike 2. Caldwell was down on the knee in that play. I don't know if what advantage that gave him or if something was wrong with the device, but count at 1-2. The pitch to Mercedes is in the dirt. This guy has been incredibly effective against the Revs of late, Melvin Mercedes. Today he's walked, doubled, and singled. Hit a 2-run home run off Carson on, I guess that was Sunday of the last weekend series. The 2-2 swung on, ripped towards the middle. That's another base hit from Mercedes. He's 3 for 3 with a walk. Don't know what gets into him when he plays York, but it's been impressive. That'll bring up Destin Hood, the first baseman today. Made a diving play back earlier in the game, but has done nothing with the bat. He's popped out, struck out, grounded out today. Now, Rob Carson today accepted some hardware. He was the Corey Thurman Community Player of the Year for the second consecutive season as he fires strike 1 over to Hood. First Rev ever to win that award back-to-back years. Just sets a great example for not only the young guys, but the veterans as well. Big-time clubhouse presence. The 0-1 the Hood is taken just... oh, nope, it is a called strike, too. He's using the device. That one takes all doubt out of it with the little delay from Caldwell, but we'll take it when it's in our favor. The 0-2 is just a bit inside. This is fun. I can get down with this. It's like comedy and baseball put together. Rob Carson takes a huge walk away off the mound. He thought that one was strike 3. Cannot believe it. I mean, that was about as long as a walk as you could take. Was almost to second base. Walking off the frustration. Was an incredibly close pitch. The 1-2, breaking ball swung on and hit foul down the right field line. Heads up for the fans over there. Oh, someone tried to make a bare hand play, but was not able to make it. A lot of souvenirs going out today. It's also our final fireworks display of the season today, and they're presented by Thornton Automotive. They gave a speech here earlier, threw some cars out on the plaza if you've seen them coming in. Runner goes, the 1-2 is swung on and hit foul. He had quite the jump, did Mercedes. Hood batting .227 overall, 8 home runs, 40 runs batted in. Former Miami Marlin. One and two the count. Carson winds, fires. It is just a bit inside again. He's trying to attack that spot, but just unfortunately not getting the call. 2-2. The pitch is in the dirt. Hood runs things back to 3-2 after being down 0-2. Mercedes over on first, revs down 2-1 here in the top of the 7th. Just about to hit 9 p.m. soon. We've been blessed with some pacey games over the last homestand, but not today. The 3-2 is swung on line foul deep over the Macho Nacho building in left field. Way ahead of that. One ball I did see earlier was what would have been one of the longest home runs this stadium have seen, but it was pulled foul by Tejeda. You don't really hear much cleaner contact off the bat than what that one would have done. It was hit almost to Smalls Field, it felt like. Foul. The 3-2 to Hood. Breaking ball swung on and hit the deep left field. Going back now is Mesa. The ball is hooking. Foul. Was deep enough to be a home run, but was foul of that little pole. Finally, one goes the Revs' way. Against the Ducks, they had 2. That was hit right down there. It's been quite the battle between these two. Next pitch will be number 10 for Robert Carson against Destin Hood. I guess a fan dropped something out there in right field. Alvaro Rondon went out to retrieve it. I love seeing fans over there on our Appel lawn section. A lot of balls going flying. The 3-2 once again is swung on and missed. Rob Carson got him. Blew a fastball at 89 miles per hour right by him for his first strikeout of the game, first out of the 7th inning. That'll bring up Anderson De La Rosa. De La Rosa 2 for 3, single, doubled, and grounded out. Speaking of the top of the Lancaster order, glad to see, I wasn't in the booth, but glad to see Caleb Gindel got the job done today as the K-man. First pitch to De La Rosa is low. It's not low. It's not low. It's a called strike. I need to wait the full 3.5 seconds before I make the call apparently today. But it was a called strike. It's a different style, but I'm with it. The 0-1 is swung on and popped up a mile high into shallow right. Coming in now is Rondon. Gets under it and squeezes for out number 2. De La Rosa got way under that one. And you may have heard loud rustling of the engine. It's bike week here in York, and they are loud. There are some loud cycles, my friends. I don't know what you do to take the restrictor plate or whatever keeps the sound down out of those things, but I was enjoying a meal in downtown York after yesterday's game, and boy, they had some really loud motorcycles out there. A runner on first, throw back to first is just late. And Nash and Carson almost had him. Mercedes solved the fear there. but he was back in. Batter is Greg Golson. Golson 0 for 3, ground out, fly out, pop up. 254 with just 1 home run on the year. First pitch from Carson is swung on and missed. Big fastball at 88. Some tailing action. Then when Duke Von Schaman, Phil Walby, who was good again, and now Rob Carson. The 0-1 is swung on, hit foul down the third base line. Play almost made by one of our cameramen down there. Just evaded his outstretched bare hand. But Carson ahead 0-2, looking for his second strikeout of the inning. And looking to strand Mercedes, keep this game at just the 2-1 deficit for the Revs. The 0-2 runner goes, it is high. No throw down the second, so Mercedes with Henry Castillo giving him a little tap on the head. That's to keep him active. It's a stolen base for the Lancaster shortstop. He came in batting .455 against York, and he's got 3 more hits today, Mercedes, as Golson punches one to short. Marrero's up with it. Throw on the run is not in time. The ball was dropped. The run comes across. It was the longest call in the world from our first base umpire. Nash went down into a stretch. Everyone was waiting to see what happened, and while that happened, Mercedes made a heads-up play, rounded third, and came across to score. So they ruled that the throw was low and that ball fell out of the glove of Nash. It's an RBI single. An RBI single for Golson. 2 straight games with an RBI infield single for Lancaster. How many times do you see that with a runner on second base? They find a way to get it done. First pitch to Josh Bell now is taken over for strike 1. Nash went into one of those tear-inducing splits over there at first, by the way. I might have failed to mention, but yeah, those look like they hurt. The 0-1 check swing, no appeal. He did not go. Bell's had a good day today, singled and doubled. One that typically does not hit against the Revs really at all. The 1-1 runner goes, pitch is high, no throw down from Skelton. It's a stolen base for Golson. Now Lancaster leads 3-1 now. Just hit 9 o'clock here at the bank. Top of the 7th inning. Bell comes in with an average of just .207 on the year. The 1-2 is taken in there for a call at strike 3. Trackman got him as Rob Carson picks up his second strikeout of the inning. But the Stormers tag him for one more run. We head to the bottom of the 7th with the bad guys up 3-1.
We went to other stores and compared theirs to ours. We compared quantities, we compared quality. From cereal to celery, from sushi to salad. And while many things were similar, there was only one huge difference. The lowest price is at Wise Markets. So take our word and shop around without shopping around. Look for our new price comparison tags. You can buy groceries anywhere you like, but you'll always spend less at Wise.
Eat better, spend less, that's Wise.
Business owners, First Capital Federal Credit Union can help equip your business for success. Hello, I'm Sue DiStefano, President and CEO. Now through June 30th, we're offering you an annual percentage rate as low as 4.65% on equipment loans. When it comes to growing your business, we're with you every step of the way. Don't wait. Apply today at firstcapitalfcu.com. First Capital, putting you and your county first for 65 years. Federally insured by NCUA.
First Capital Franco Credit Union.
Planting a tree, putting in a mailbox, whatever your project, Columbia Gas reminds you to be safe and call 811 before you dig and know what's below. Safe digging is no accident. Call 811 at least 3 business days before you start your digging project, and your utility companies will come out to mark any underground lines near your work area. Calling 811 is free for Pennsylvania homeowners, and it's the law. For more information, visit ColumbiaGasPA.com.
Cannonball Charlie's ready. Are you? The Revs play here. Sports Radio 98.9 FM and 1350 WOYK, York.
Bottom 7 here at People's Bank Park. Revs down 3-1. Now Lancaster putting up a fight. Revs need to get their offense going. Just 1 run on 2 hits. Right part of the lineup due up, though. Tejeda, Franco, Mesa, the meat of the order. And whatever happens, this Revs lineup, in 2 games, it's not going to affect it really tremendously, but you have Den on the bench who's injured. His batting average hovers around 290. Dotel will finish the season with an average of, I don't know, let me check, somewhere in the 3s. 313. And you have Tejeda, Franco, and Mesa all with averages over 300. Castillo's at 293. Nash is at 294. And Skelton right around 280 on the coldest part of his whole season. A really historic offensive performance from them this year. First pitch to Tejeda is in there for strike 1. It is still Connor Overton out there. Comes out for inning number 7 of work, but there is some action down in the Lancaster pen. I can see his head, so if I had to guess, it's Dylan Rowe warming up. The 6'9" righty, but I could be wrong. The 0-1 is taken on the outside corner for strike 2. Well, if they were still curious about TrackMan every game like they were in the beginning, Redditors and other people that like posting on YouTube, this would be a good game to get Darryl and I out of our element with the elongated strike calls. The 0-2 is taken on the outside corner for a called strike 3. Just tough at bat there for Tejeda. It's another strikeout for Overton. His 9th. Well, he's got 9 strikeouts today. He's been effective. Now to bring up third baseman Carlos Franco. 315 average, 12 home runs, 54 batted in. He got Overton back in the first with a double. That was the last Revs hit. First pitch swinging here is swung right through. It was a breaking ball at 77. Oh, it is Rowe. I was right. Just tell by the massive height. Logan helped me out there. He spelled it out for me. R-O-W, but remember him from the last series. The 0-1 is taken in the dirt. Skipped off the padding of De La Rosa. It's 17 in a row set down by Connor Overton. I had no idea that was going on. He's been absolutely locked in. The 1-1 to Franco, swung on, hit over the head of the leaping Mercedes. Just like that, the jinx works. As Franco's on base with a 1-out single, 3rd hit of the day for York. So enough with that retired streak nonsense. We're getting on the board here. As balls escape from both dugouts, or bullpens I should say. Not sure who's warming up for York yet, but it's Rowe for Lancaster. So Melky represents the tying run here in the bottom of the 7th. Revs down 3-1. Dorlaney Quiros for York, the lefty. Force Overton to go from the stretch here, something he hasn't had to do in a while, and his first pitch is outside. Again, the single erasing 17 straight set down by Overton. 1-0 the count to Melky. The pitch is outside. That'll run it to 2-0. Overton's only walked one person today. That was Nash. It was the record breaker. So if someone were to ask you in the next 5 years, if you were at a bar playing Atlantic League trivia, who was the pitcher that walked Telvin Nash for his record-setting 102nd time, it would be Connor Overton would be your answer. The 2-0 is outside. That'll run the count to 3-0. Revs a chance to put two men on here with one out. Bottom of the 7th, getting into the late innings. Surprise to all our season listeners. They hear me back in the 7th. Just a little bit of a difference in schedule today. Pushed my couple innings here back. The 3-0 is taken outside, ball 4. It's a 4-pitch walk to Melky Mesa, and that will do it, I would presume, for Overton. Oh no, they're calling. Yep, that'll do it. So Ross Peoples makes the stride out to take out Connor Overton. Revs will have runners on first and second with just one out when we come back. Stay tuned.
Home of the judgment-free zone, Planet Fitness is your home away from home plate this baseball season with 2 convenient locations in York. Planet Fitness offers a clean, comfortable environment, tons of cardio and strength equipment, free fitness training to all members, and extended hours for those early risers or late-night treadmill triumphanters. And best of all, you get all this for just $10 a month. Join in club or online at planetfitness.com.
Facing a legal issue can be a frightening time. What's my course of action? How do I know who to call? Fortunately, the York County Bar Association makes it easy. Now, you only need to make one call to find the right lawyer for you. Call the York County Bar Association and let us help you find the right lawyer with our Attorney Connection Lawyer Referral Service. Just call 854-8755 or visit yorkbar.com. Don't hesitate in getting the help you need. Contact the York County Bar Association and let us help you find the right attorney at the right time.
You trust AAA to work at every mile. But AAA doesn't just cover your car. They can also cover your home. AAA Home Insurance protects every square foot. And when you add AAA Home Insurance to AAA Auto Insurance, you get more protection and more savings. Insurance that's not just insurance. Talk to your local AAA insurance agent today or visit AAA.com to learn more about AAA Home Insurance.
This is Melky Mesa. You listen to Your Revolution Baseball on the home of the Reds, Sport Radio 98.9 FM and 1350 WOYK. First in York, first in sport.
Back here in the bottom of the 7th inning. Revs down 3-1, but they're threatening. Runners on first and second, just one out. Lancaster goes to the pen. It's right-hander Dylan Rowe. Coming in relief of Connor Overton, who was good today. Overton allowed just one run on 3 hits, is responsible for the runners on first and second. But at one point he had 17 straight set down, so his best start of the year. It'll be Henry Castillo, the first to face Rowe, who threw a scoreless inning back on September 18th at Southern Maryland, the series before this one 3 days ago. Allowed no hits, struck out 1. Massive frame, 6'9", 245. Castillo 0 for 2 today. He's batting .292 on the season. First pitch from Rowe is taken way inside for ball 1. Castillo with 14 home runs, 65 runs batted in. The 1-0 is swung on, hit down the first base line. It's a fair ball. It'll move both runners up, but Hood was able to snare it right over the bag and step on first. A good play from him. He's played a good first base. Now score that one 3 unassisted. That'll bring up James Skelton with 2 men in scoring position and 2 outs. Skelton's had a rough go of it of late. Average down to 278, but he's been much better than that. 0 for his last 16 now. It's 1 for 17 on this homestand. Perfect time to break out of it, though. First pitch from Rowe is taken low for ball 1. 9 home runs, 48 runs batted in for Skelton. Still hits the ball well here, aside from this week. 329 average at the bank. The 1-0 is taken low, squirts away. Here comes the runner, Franco. He's going to score to cut the lead to 3-2 here in the bottom of the 7th. I think Rowe and the catcher De La Rosa got crossed up. That ball bounced off somewhere around his hip, rolled all the way into the warning track behind them, allowing Franco to scamper in. Mesa moves up to third. Moves the count to 2-0. Skelton with the tying run just 90 feet away. Well, now they're saying the count's 1-1. Now count's 1-1. I mean, I don't know if that, how is that one a strike? One and one the count, 2 outs, runner on third. The pitch is swung on, grounded to first. Hood makes the play on it for the second straight time. He'll walk over to first for the 3 unassisted play this time to end the inning. But the Revs get one back. They climb closer. They only trail 3-2 now after Carlos Franco scores on the pass ball. We'll be back with the top of the 8th inning right after this.
Everything you've worked for may be facing a hostile takeover, but step outside the boardroom and look around. Not taking care of business right now could leave you dealing with a hostile takeover by crabgrass later this summer. And broadleaf weeds are just beneath the surface, ready to take their share of your turf too. Prevent hostile takeovers. Call Heritage Lawn and Landscape Care and give your lawn a good, healthy start this year. Heritage Lawn can apply crabgrass pre-emergent and quality fertilizer now to fortify your lawn for later. HeritageLawnandLandscape.com. World-class care right in your backyard.
Want to give your child the best birthday ever without hosting, planning, or cleanup work? Book a York Revolution birthday party at Peoples Bank Park. Parties include 2 hours of all-you-can-eat Kessler's hot dogs and pizza, goodie bags for all guests, and Penn State Children's Hospital playground wristbands. The birthday child gets a custom Revs jersey and throws out a first pitch, and the whole crowd sings happy birthday before the party enjoys a customized Revs birthday cake. Birthdays at a Revs game. Best birthday ever. Details at YorkRevolution.com or 717-801-HITS.
Money and business are essential to the strength of a community. So is cheering and celebration and music and fun. That's why York Revolution games, concerts, youth sports, special events, and more happen at a place called Peoples Bank Park. Peoples Bank has been serving York County for more than 150 years. Always cheering, always celebrating, always committed to the things that make York County great. And to you having a great time at Peoples Bank Park. Peoples Bank, member FDIC, equal housing lender.
Catch the Revs all season on Sports Radio 98.9 FM and 1350 WOYK. First in York, first in sports.
Back here in the top of the 8th inning, new pitcher for York is lefty Orlani Quiros. Moving up in the world, calling the 8th inning here of a professional baseball game. Sure, my mom's proud. Quiros 3-2 on the year, 464 earned run average. Game number 37 for Q. Revs tacked on 1 in the bottom half of the 7th. Cut the lead to 3-2. Lancaster still ahead. I believe there was a wild pitch charge to Nate Rowe, allowing Franco to score. Just had our normal drag of the field after the 7th, and our very own stream operator, one of our 2 great stream operators, Melissa, was down there pulling it at an all-female drag yesterday for ladies' night. So the field is looking good. It's like they haven't even missed a beat. And Kiro's finishing his warm-ups here as we speak. Got to that inning pretty quick. It'll be the bottom of the Stormers order. Hobson, Torrance, Sanford. Hobson, who's climbed back up to the 7th spot in the lineup after being relegated to the 9 hole. Hobson batting .204, 19 home runs, 64 RBIs. Double walk fly out for him today. First pitch to Hobson's taken on the outside corner for a called strike. We have some defensive changes. Alvaro Rondon's day is done. He's out of right field. Justin Trapp will come into play center. Sullivan moves to right as Hobson pops one foul over the 1741 club, presented by UPMC for strike 2. Now Kiros comes in firing strikes. Orlani, the product of Puerto Plata in the Dominican Republic. The 0-1 or the 0-2 is swung on, hit to deep right field. Not terribly deep though, as Sullivan has a play about 3 steps before the track. The ball wasted no time finding him. Just in the game or just making the move to right field, I should say. A ball hit right to him. Been in the game the whole time. And there's our official announcement from PA Ray. Now to bring up Devon Torrance, the center fielder today for the Stormers. .225 average, 2 home runs. Former 2-sport athlete at The Ohio State. First pitch to him is taken outside for ball 1. He's grounded into a fielder's choice, struck out and singled so far today. The 1-0 is taken on the outside corner for strike 1. That'll even the count. 1 ball, 1 strike, 1 out. Nobody on here in the top of the 8th. Revs down 3-2. Revs with 2 runs on just 3 hits. The 1-1 is swung on and missed. Big cut that time from Torrance, but he gets nothing. Tomorrow wraps things up. If you haven't come out this weekend, tomorrow would be a good one. It's Boomer's retirement. The 1-2 swung on and fouled back down the right field line and out of play. Our team dog. How can you not love dogs? We'll have a chew toy toss presented, or with the benefits going to the SPCA. Have a painting being auctioned off as well. Portrait of Boomer you can come bid on already at Live Source. As the 1-2 misses outside. Draw the count to 2-2. All you season ticket holders that have been bidding on jerseys and pants, that photo is up there. It was painted and looks great. 2-2 the count, 1 out. The pitch to Torrance is a called strike 3. On the top part of the zone, Torrance is frustrated with it, but it's the 2nd strikeout of the game for him. 2 quick outs for Q in the top of the 8th. Just Darian Sanford representing the only thing stopping him from pitching a 1-2-3/8. First pitch to Sanford, swung on, hit back up the middle. That's a base hit. Karams over the pitcher's mound and glances off the second base bag. That's how up the middle that one was. Now Sanford, with his elite speed, presents a base running threat. Back to the top of the lineup and designated hitter Caleb Gindle. Gindle, who's had a rough day at the plate. 2 ground outs, a pop out, and a strikeout. He was our K-man today and delivered in a big way. It's, I would imagine, one of our biggest crowds. We got a Ross Detweiler jersey in the house as Gindle swings and fouls the first pitch deep down the left field line and over the Grand Slam brew house. It's a bounce off the concourse and into Arch Street. Gibby came in with a Ross Detweiler number 48 jersey back when he pitched for the Nats. Don't know what the significance is, but pretty cool when you get those. 0-1 the count to Gindle. Bats .288 on the year. He'll check back at first to keep Sanford honest. Have a crying baby around, that's not good. The 0-1 is in there for strike 2 at the knees. Gindle in the hole. Sanford with a league-leading 70 steals, albeit he hasn't stolen any today. I haven't watched all the game per se. The 0-2, there he goes. Pitches outside. It'll be steal number 71 for Darian Sanford. Looks like I'm right on that. Hasn't stolen any before, but steals number 71. One and 2 to count, 2 outs to Gindle. Runner on second. Kiro is looking to keep it scoreless. The pitch is swung on, broken bat pop-up. Nash has got it all the way and squeezes to retire the side. Part of the bat splintered, but the majority of it stayed in Gindle's hand, and he angrily flips that thing back towards his dugout and yells at Nate Caldwell for what he believed to be an inaccurate call. It doesn't matter because we use computer now, pal. And we'll head to the bottom of the 8th with the Revs down 3-2.
Hear that? It's the sound of summer. Sound nice? Call Kona Ice. We do it all. Schools, sporting events, parties, both corporate and birthday. You name it, we'll be there. We bring the party to you. If you need a little bit of fun in your life, we're the shaved ice truck for you. Oh, and we fundraise too. This summer, cool down with Kona Ice. Give us a call at 1-800-KONA-ICE or visit us online at www.kona-ice.com. Kona Ice. Flavor our world.
We were with you when you were struggling with the challenges of being a young athlete, before the challenges of keeping fit while working 9 to 5, and long before Pilates and Zumba were even a thing.
Flying Feet.
Flying Feet sports shoes outfitted you as a young athlete. When you slipped into a new sport practically every season, you learned a lot and you grew strong. Now that you're an adult, why stop? Flying Feet has the brands and the styles that will increase your performance no matter how you choose to maintain your fitness. Just like when you were a kid, when you shop Flying Feet, you know you'll walk away with the best fit and natural comfort. Flying Feet stocks fitness shoes and all kinds of fitness gear. So, what do you do these days? Trail walking? Working out on the track, on the street, in the gym? Sign up for exercise classes like Pilates, Zumba, or need shoes for weightlifting? It doesn't matter what you're into, you can always count on Flying Feet. It's the one sportswear specialty store that's truly ageless.
Flying Feet.
Flying Feet sports shoes, 1511 Melrose Avenue, York, just off exit 18 of I-83.
This is Enoe Polanco. You're listening to Your Revolution Baseball on the home of the Red, Sport Radio 98.9 FM and 1350 WOYK. First in your, first in sport.
Head to the bottom of the 8th inning here. Revs down 3-2. It'll be 9-1-2. Zach Sullivan, Justin Trapp, who just entered the game last inning, and Manny Marrero due up. Rowe still out there. The first pitch to Sullivan's in there for strike 1. Rowe, long, lanky right-hander. Gunned that one in there at 92. He's got some pop. Sullivan 0 for 2 today, batting .236 on the year. The 0-1 is swung on and lifted to deep left field. Not Deep enough, though, as the left fielder Hobson will get under and retire Sullivan for out number 1. It was a defensive switch today for Hood and Hobson. Hobson normally the first baseman. Hood goes out there and plays the outfield, but they've both been good at a different position. Attendance today a ripe 6,279 on the day. Austin Steinfurt warming up in the Revs pen. 6-2-7-9 as Trapp swings and pops one over towards first base. Going back is Hood, and he makes a basket catch over the shoulder for out number 2. We got some guests here around the press box. So you hear the woo from Melissa Clark, who was on earlier, I heard. She enjoyed her time, just got done dragging the field. Did a really good job. She said it was a blast. That'll bring up Manny Marrero. 2 outs here, nobody on. Revs down 3-2. 6-2-7-9 our attendance. First pitch to Marrero's over for strike 1. 2 really nice days. Fans really coming out and supporting their team. Oh, 1 is high. That'll run the count 2-1-1. So that attendance today is the second largest of the season. Season high of 6,457, so just a little short, but that's 2 nice days to have on the ledger as the 1-1 sails outside. Run the count to 2-1. Revs down 3-2. Bottom of the 8th inning, 4 outs to play with. Looking to come back and shock the Stormers here. The 2-1 to Marrero was swung on and popped way up in the air. Going back is Hood from first, Sanford from second. It will be Sanford to get over there and make the play in shallow right field for out number 3. So the Revs kind of stuck in the mud here offensively as Rowe works a 1-2-3 inning. We'll be back. Darryl Henry will be on to take you home as we head to the 9th. Revs down 3-2.
One of downtown York's gems, Revival Social Club is the place to be in York. Experience our imaginatively, globally inspired menu with everything made from scratch using fresh local products. Try our innovative, creative cocktails at happy hour, Monday through Friday from 4:30 to 6:30. Pop-up events and brunches, dinner with the family, and the perfect party venue with a private room for up to 40 people upstairs. That's Revival Social Club, 19 North George Street in York. Check us out online at revivalsocialclubyork.com.
Image 360 York is your choice for graphics that enhance, signage that works, and displays that inform. Everything from color change car wraps to vehicle wraps for your entire fleet, custom window graphic, decals and lettering, interior signage graphics and displays. Don't replace when you can reface. Call Rob and his team at 717-757-4909. That's 757-4909. Or order online at image360.com/YorkPA. It's fast, affordable, and convenient. Image 360, 2260 Industrial Highway in York.
Sports injury? Walk into WellSpan Urgent Orthopedics for immediate care. No appointment is ever needed. Our orthopedic and sports medicine specialists are here to treat you. Visit wellspan.org/urgent orthopedics today for hours at our York and Hanover locations.
Get the latest on the Orioles with the Baltimore Baseball Show, hosted by Dan Connolly. Mondays at 6 on Sports Radio 98.9 FM and 1350 WOYK. Downtown's ready. Are you? The Revs play here. Sports Radio 98.9 FM and 1350 WOYK. York.
ninth. Revs trail 3-2 here tonight. Another close, low-scoring game. Another game for this high-powered offense where they have been pretty quiet. Just 3 hits tonight. Connor Overton was outstanding. We head of the 9th inning. Austin Steinfurt takes over. He will make his first appearance in relief.
Leading off for the Lancaster Barnstormers, shortstop number 3, Melvin Mercedes.
Melvin Mercedes to get things started. 2, 3, and 4 in the order for Lancaster. Mercedes has been a problem again. Tonight he's 3 for 3 and a walk. On base all 4 times. Here's the first one. And it is over for a strike. What is going on with this tonight? Here's the 0-1 and a swing and a miss. 2 quick strikes on Mercedes. He's now 9 for his last 11 against the Revs. 5 extra base hits on that stretch. Steinfurt winds, fires, swinging a foul tip down against Skelton. Revs in the bottom of the 9th. And I suppose again Schumann will have the heart of the order due up. Steinfurt trying to keep this a 1-run game. Now he fires. And a swing and a chopper right side toward the hole, and it's in the hole. Perfectly placed. He is 4 for 4 again. For the second time in his last 3 games against the Revs. And last night he was 2 for 4. That's a leadoff single to start the 9th. This one topped and bounded through. Castillo going way to his left. That's actually a lefty that's up for Lancaster. It might be Casey Crosby, who's been dominant since coming over. That thing was perfectly placed. Here's Destin Hood, who's 0 for 4 tonight. And Steinfurt steps off. Steinfurt in 5 starts, 3-1 with a 4.15 ERA. Pitch to Hood, it is taken high. Last started on Wednesday night against Long Island. Went 4 2/3 in that game, 6 runs. That was the roughest start that he had endured out of the 5. Revs came back there to tie it late, ended up clinching that night. Here's a swing and a miss. Good cutter, everything he throws cuts. Is now 3 runs, 12 hits, no errors for Lancaster, 2, 3, and 0 for York. Steinfurt ready, fires, and a swing and a high fly ball deep left field. Mesa back, looking up, it's gone. 2-run home run for Destin Hood, his 9th. And Lancaster a couple of big insurance runs here in the 9th, now lead it 5-2. He had a miserable month of September, 3 for 40, and it struck out in almost half his at-bats before that. But gets a hold of one here, and it is the first home run of the weekend in this series for either team. But Lancaster adds on and now leads 5-2 here in the 9th. Neither team needs a win tonight. Revs have wrapped up everything. Lancaster playing out the string. But obviously you want to win every game you can. Here's Anderson De La Rosa, who takes in tight. De La Rosa 2 for 4, RBI double in the 5th. Next one misses outside, 2-0. I believe that TrackMan may have had, oh, never mind. I totally misunderstood the note that I was handed. Never. Forget all of that. Here's the 2-0, and that misses down and away. Can't read I think Brett said it. Our attendance tonight, 6,279. The 3-0. And that is a little bit high. So the first three have reached against Steinfurt. And as De La Rosa reaches on the wad, it is the first time that Steinfurt's facing Lancaster. And now Greg Golson, the hitter. He's 1 for 4. It is not the biggest crowd of the season, but close. It's within about 200. First pitch to Golson misses high. Revs drew 6,457, which was on May 22nd. Pitch, that's inside, 2-0. Revs with their 4th crowd this season of more than 6,000. On the 2-0 pitch, swinging a line drive, pulled to left field, a base hit. And Mesa over in front of it. De La Rosa up to second, stops there. And Golson on with the singles. The first 4 this inning of reach. Steinfurt's going to have to figure it out. Nobody up in the Revs bullpen. Here is Josh Bell. The Revs with 4 crowds this year of more than 6,000. Last year only had 1. Had all the weather issues last year, including some big nights that were wiped out. Pitch to Bell, a fastball, it's a little bit low. And might have been a cross-up. Skelton asked for time, asked Nate Caldwell to join him on a visit to the mound so that they can discuss. Bell tonight, 2 for 4 with a double. Lancaster now with 14 hits. And that visit breaks up. Now the 1-0, and he pours it across for a strike. Nate Caldwell, he starts his strike call, then he pauses again, and then a jab to the right. This is the 1-1, swing and a miss, good changeup. Had Bell waving a little bit early. Still looking for his first out here this inning. This will be his 18th pitch. The 6'9" righty sets the hands. He fires, and a swing and a chop foul down the first base side. And tomorrow, 1 p.m. to wrap up the regular season. And again, it is Fan Appreciation Day. Sunday Family Fun Day presented by Wise Markets. Bark in the Park presented by East York Veterinary Center. And Boomer's Retirement Party. As Steinfurt delivers, swinging a bouncing ball to first. Nash up with it, looks at second. He'll take the shore out at first. That's out number 1. Both runners up, second and third with 1 down. And Nash, who was playing back with a left-hand hitter up, probably working a turn 2 on that, so make sure you get the one that you can. And here is K.C. Hobson. They're giving De La Rosa at third the base running glove. Mercedes came out to deliver one his way. Now, second and third, here is Hobson. The pitch, it is in the dirt. Skelton collapses down on top of it. Hobson tonight, 1 for 3, doubled and stole home on a double steal in the second inning. Walked his other time. I know Lancaster's hoping he goes yard. He would become their first ever to have 320 home run seasons. He's at 19 right now. Pitch to him, he swings and he fouls it straight back. Had 24 in 2016, 21 in 2017. Is second in their history with 74. Only Blake Galen has hit more. 1-1. Breaking ball, it's outside. 2 balls and a strike. Been a bit of a long one tonight as well. High pitch counts. Do have post-game fireworks coming up. Steinford fires, and a swing and a miss. Change up with some cut on that as well. 2-2. The reason that he has not given up a lot of hits, gets that downward plane with late movement. Everything he throws moves. His big issue has been walks. Now fires, swing at a high fly, golf to right. He watches it. Sullivan is going back. Oh, and he misplays it. In front of the wall in right. A run scores. They're sending Golson around. No relay made. And it's 7-2. Sullivan was right there with his back against the fence in right. And I think he thought that he had to jump up and misplayed it. He did not have to jump. It came down basically right and where he normally, I think, would make that catch in front of his chest, but glanced off his glove and down to the warning track. No, both runs score on it. And it is now 7-2. It's a 4-run 9th inning for Lancaster. Here's Devon Torrance, who tonight is 1 for 4, a couple steals. First pitch down and in, and it sneaks under the glove of Skelton and goes to the backstop. So what had been a low-scoring and pretty well-played game starting to get sloppy. It's an error on Sullivan and right. Wild pitch puts Hobson at third. He may get credit for a sac fly RBI and the error. Whatever. Next one is down low, 2-0 on Torrance. Steinford's 27th pitch of the inning. And it is across for a strike, 2-1. Now deals, and that's dumped down low, 3 balls and a strike. And coming into this outing, Steinford had only allowed 19 hits in 26 innings, opponents 200, that's all. Now fires, swinging a ground ball, second base, he'll score a run. Castillo to his left, throws to first. And that's out number 2. It'll be unearned, but an RBI for Torrance, a 5-run 9th, and now 8-2 Lancaster. And with the bases empty, Darian Sanford to the plate. Tonight 1 for 3, single, steal, walk. On our York Mitsubishi out-of-town scoreboard, High Point has won 8-2 at Long Island. Somerset is beating New Britain 7-2 in the 9th. I believe that would officially put High Point in. Sugar Land leads Southern Maryland 3-2 in the 9th. Here's a swing and a bounce foul, first base side by the Revs dugout. Yep, High Point has clinched. It is Long Island at High Point Tuesday night as Steinfurt misses high. So it's not just our series that begins Tuesday. They will do that on the Liberty side as well. Pitch is grounded second base. Castillo way to his left. Gets to it, throws to first, and that'll end the inning. There were 3 ground balls in that inning. He really had to go to his left. He handles 2 of them. Lancaster scores 5 times, 3 hits, 1 error, nobody left. And they have blown it open. We go to the bottom of the 9th. York trailing 8-2.
There's a lot of talk out there about good health care. We all want a good plan. But step outside and take a good look at all those beautiful trees and shrubs in your yard. Do you have a plan to maintain their good health? Heritage Lawn and Landscape Care has a veteran staff of 12 fully licensed and trained tree health care professionals to rely on, including 10 certified arborists and 3 PA certified horticulturalists. So don't let your trees and shrubs fend for themselves against Mother Nature. Visit heritagelawnandlandscape.com and get world-class care right in your backyard.
You get in your car and you start your car. You put the car in gear and you go nowhere.
What the?
Because your transmission has failed, or you try and put it in gear and it makes an awful grinding noise, or you put it in gear and take off, but when it's time for the transmission to shift, the RPMs just go higher, but you aren't gaining any speed.
Dang it!
Now you've heard of the good-looking genius and the crew at Broadway Transmission, right here on the radio. But now all you have to do is go to www.broadwaytrans.com to arrange a tow right from the website, and in a flash, your vehicle is on its way to the recovery, and with the best tracked warranty in the industry. Easy financing, free towing with repairs, AAA authorized, and the most recommended family-owned transmission shop around since 1951.
Broadway Transmission will get your ship together and stand behind it too. Visit us on the web at broadwaytrans.com or stop in and see how it's done.
Cannonball Charlie's ready. Are you? The Revs play here. Sports Radio 98.9 FM and 1350 WOYK, York.
Head to the bottom of the 9th. Revs trail now 8-2 after a 5-run top half. New pitcher is lefty Casey Crosby for the Barnstormers. Pitching change brought to you by Maple Donuts. The Revs with Nash, Tejeda, and Franco coming up. Crosby's been dominant since coming to Lancaster. 5 outings, a save, 5 no-hit innings, 10 strikeouts, 2 walks. Dylan Rowe with his 7th scoreless outing tonight. Crosby has worked 5. Crosby coming over from Butch Hobson's team in Chicago in the American Association. Nash up first. First pitch misses away. And early in his career, Crosby had been in the majors with Detroit several years back as a youngster. And now fires, and a cutter over for a strike at 93. He just turned 31 earlier this week. Had a great year in the association, sub-2 ERA, hasn't allowed a thing here. 1-1, swinging a line drive toward the middle, hit softly, but it's going to bleed on through. Nash got jammed, but punches it up the middle, and the Revs have their 4th hit of the night. Little humpback shot to the left of Mercedes from short, who couldn't reach it. And that's the first hit that Crosby's given up in his 5 innings. Here's Tejeda, who tonight is 0 for 3. 3 hits away from the Revs' season record. 1 game to go after this inning. Crosby kicks and fires, and a line drive pulled foul down the line to the corner in left. It is 0-1 on Tejeda. Crosby, who's from Maple Park, Illinois, 5th-round pick out of high school by the Tigers in 07, 6'5" lefty. Got to the majors with Detroit for 3 starts in 2012. Set up in the 0-1. It is high and in. A lot of time as a starter at AAA early in his career. Some time in the Twins system last year at AA and AAA. On the stretch, and the 1-1. Swing and a line drive at short. It's caught Mercedes. Throwback, and Hood has to back up off the bag into foul territory. Nash went sliding back in feet first, ducking under that throw. But Tejeda, in a bid for hit number 170 this year, hits it right at the shortstop. And the Revs are down to their final 2 outs tonight. And here's Franco, who's had the best offensive night. 2 for 3, RBI double, and a run scored. He'll bat left against left. First pitch, high and tight, sails to the backstop, and Nash will move up. Franco goes bailing away. And on the wild pitch, Nash to second. That was a little too close for comfort. And Crosby, who has missed some seasons along the way, did have some elbow injuries along his path. His first major league strikeout was against Curtis Granderson, former Tiger, who at the time was with the Yankees. The 1-0 to Franco, fastball. It's watched across for a strike at 94. So he struck out Granderson in his debut. And then the next inning, gave up a grand slam to Granderson. A 1-1, and that's down in the dirt. It's the first time that we've seen Crosby looking mortal. He was dominant in Lancaster last weekend. Revs really couldn't touch him. Now fires, and that's down and in. 3 balls and a strike. And Crosby had Tommy John early in his career. A couple more seasons where he was battling injuries on and off. Now the 3-1, and he misses down low. Franco walks. So the Revs with 2 on and 1 out. Melky Mesa coming up. Crosby said that with the injuries messing up his planned path, that he was angry at the game and said he didn't watch baseball and 2015 or 16, didn't even watch it. He wasn't pitching during those years. Eventually started working at a local bank, took classes at Northern Illinois, going toward an accounting degree. There's Malky Mesa, who looks at one just outside. Mesa tonight 0 for 2 with a walk. But it was 2016 during the Cubs World Series run that he started watching again. He had grown up a Cubs fan, and it gave him the itch again. He fires, and a swing on a fly ball right field. Golson was way deep. He will maneuver in, waits under it, makes the grab. 2 down, as this game is down to its final out. Crosby said that he couldn't stop watching, but he also couldn't stop thinking about the pain that he had had in his elbow from the game previously. He changed his diet to reduce inflammation, started training again, throwing against a screen in the driveway. Studied mechanics of others who were able to remain healthy. Eventually went to the American Association. Here's Henry Castillo. He takes up and outside for ball 1. Hank tonight 0 for 3. Crosby fires. That is down and away. Nate Caldwell pump faked about 3 times on that pitch, ready to call it, and I guess he never got the instructions from the unit to do so. One and one the count. Pitch to Castillo, that misses outside. It is 2-1. Revs down 8-2 here in the bottom of the 9th. Or is it 3-0 they're asking up here? I have no idea. Actually, I think it is. I think it's 3-0. And I think Nate may have just told Lancaster's dugout he's calling it. Pitch from Crosby. Hank backs out, taking all the way, and it misses outside.
Oh, come on.
Oh, now they do call it a strike. This is messed up, man. 3-1. Crosby's now asking what the dealio is. We have not found our rhythm tonight, that is for sure. 3-1 swing, and he fouls it back against the netting. And the count goes full. Revs down to their final out tonight. 8-2 Lancaster. Tough evening. Revs have been out hit 14-4 in this one. They do have 2 on with 2 out. You know what, though? Don't tell these fans about the score. They have been wooing all night. That has not slowed them down. The 3-2 runners start, and it misses down and in. The Revs have loaded the bases here in the 9th inning. And James Skelton coming up. Danny Skelton. And tonight is 0 for 3. Maybe getting it out of his system now. He's gone 5 games without a hit. Maybe he'll get hot come Tuesday or beginning right here. He plays the most demanding position, and he plays it so well in almost every night. And I have marveled at his energy to do it every night this season, but also when we had seen him as an opposing player in the past. First pitch, he starts but stops, takes a strike at 94. Sullivan on deck. He's also looking for his first hit in 5 games, and it certainly is fair to wonder if getting drilled in the hand slowed him down. It was last Sunday. Here's the 0-1, and that misses down low. That was over in Lancaster. Only missed the 1 game, and in fact, he pinch ran the next night. Or 2 nights later, I should say. No, he did pinch run the very next night. Started the following night. Out of need. The 1-1, swing and a miss. Cutter at 96. Yikes. That's eye-opening. And Crosby has the Revs down to their final strike again here tonight. 1-2 with the bases loaded. 2 outs in the 9th, trailing 8-2. Now he fires, and a swing and a foul back off the net. Skelton keeps it alive. Fans still believe. Diamond Doug still believes. It's right down there behind Lancaster's dugout. Hanging on every pitch. Now Crosby again comes set. He kicks, he fires, breaking ball, and it misses. Oh no, a called third strike. Skelton had turned and ran away from it. And about 3 or 4 seconds later, he is punched out to end the game. What in the world? That was so bizarre. And it's been bizarre all night. And Skelton had bailed on that pitch. He thought it was right at him. He bailed away. And it looked like it was going to be called inside. And about 3 or 4 seconds after the fact, Nate Caldwell made a little slight punch-out signal to ring him up. And the game ends on that. Well, that was weird. No runs, 1 hit. Revs leave them loaded in the 9th, and they fall tonight by a final score of 8-2. Lancaster wins it and sets up a rubber match in the weekend series as we wrap up the regular season tomorrow afternoon at 1. 8-2 your final. Stay tuned. Post-game show is coming up next.
The York County Solid Waste Authority turns up the heat every day. On your garbage, that is. Advanced waste-to-energy technology is used to burn garbage at 1,800 degrees Fahrenheit in environmentally controlled combustion units. This reduces air emissions and produces electricity, enough to power 20,000 homes every